Okay, 10:09 at WIOD. Happy Friday to you, and we just got a memo here, and it just goes to show you that if you're under enough stress and pressure, you eventually crack. From Steve Nickel, it says, what is that? Wow, it says, tomorrow, I'm not going to be here, Phil's not going to be here, we're both going away for a long holiday weekend, even though it's a holiday, right? It's Veterans Day, right? There are going to be people not working tomorrow because it's a holiday, so I'm not working, neither is Phil. It says, instead of playing 4 hours of the best of Neil tomorrow, we're going to play 1 hour between 10 and 11. Are you in on this yet or not?
I just found out right now.
10 and 11 tomorrow morning, and then they'll air the worst of Randi Rhodes' last show. The worst of Randi. Are you ready for that? Is that the one where she says, Howard! I think so. If you didn't hear her self-destruction a year and a half ago, now's your chance. Boy, that's really nasty and vicious and mean, ain't it? Well, that's the way it goes. And after Randi, we'll do the best of Phil. So in other words, what he's really saying is that we don't have enough tapes since I'm going on vacation at the end of next week anyway. We don't want to, play him 45 times, so we'll play the worst of Randi. Just as a shtuch, just as a stick in the back. We'll turn it in there and it'll twist it and we'll yank it, etc. Okay?
Okay.
Anyway, it's 10 past 10 at WIOD. Happy Friday to you. Look at that center one total, baby. $25,631. Boy, that thing don't seem awful loud all of a sudden, does it? Did you turn that down or what? Because it was just blaring before. It was blasting. The needles were rocking. $25,631. You can order your best of Rick and Suds, Neil or Phil Hendrie CD and cassette and the T-shirts by calling 561-0078. Do it now. Do it like today. And they're doing a great job of shipping those things out if you want them for a holiday present or if you want them for Sukkot or whatever, Tisha B'Av. 561-0078. Or you can stop by your Borders, Books, Music, and Cafe stores in Coral Springs, Aventura, and Kendall. They got the CDs. They got the cassettes. They got the good stuff. And etc. Also, you can dial 1-900-ALL-NEIL because George is getting really depressed. We're not going to be able to retire on that, it looks like. $1.49 the first minute, 99 cents a minute after that. 1-900-ALL-NEIL. We got all kinds of neat stuff on here and caustic comments from other listeners and parts from the show and commentaries from me and stuff like that. 1-900-ALL-NEIL. Call everybody you know in Tampa. Call people who never heard of me before and tell them it's really interesting and make up a story, okay? And they'll dial it. So we've got a whole bunch of stuff going on. Colin Powell, baby. That's why I played Dull Man this morning because that's your choice now. Bubba and Dulla. Huh? What a choice that is. You talk about dull and boring, man. This guy, the Republicans are going to self-destruct. That's all because Colin Powell wasn't right-wing enough and because Rabin just got off in the Middle East and his wife started to get real nervous. And he said, no, thank you. And now it's going to be Dole. Trust me when I tell you. Or maybe Bob Dornan or Pat Buchanan or one of those really funny guys. And that's going to be your choice. So no Colin Powell. So all you people are getting ready to start hyperventilating like you did over Ross Perot 4 years ago. Then, of course, we still got the Ross factor, huh? He's probably pretty excited now. He's going to get a lot more free airtime. And Larry can get that tongue out and just lick his privates like real heavy duty now. Because, we also got to have that. We got a lot of stuff going on, man. We got to have that carton here now for this hour. It's right on the bottom of my piece here. And then also we got to figure out, I don't have the sheet on it where our kickoff for tickets to the Super Bowl thing is, since that seems to be changing by the moment. But don't forget, tomorrow we got the worst of Randi from 11 to 2.
Howard!
10:13. She's probably going to get porked off about that, huh? 10:13 at WIOD. Biscayne's closing. Biscayne is closing. Hollywood bought it, and Biscayne's going out. They're going to build another big condo there.
Boy! I was 15 when I lost my virginity, and I remember the place, not the date though. But okay. I was over by the Doral Country Club in a cow pasture.
Passion Phones, 8 p.m. till midnight on News, Talk, and Entertainment Radio, 610 WIOD.
This is the Neil Rogers Show.
Yeah.
This is your brain news, son of a... Any questions?
10:16. When the hell did I say it was Friday? I never said it was Friday. Did I say it was Friday? It feels like Friday because I'm not going to be here this weekend, but I don't think I ever said it was Friday. Did I come on the air here today and say at one time at any point, this is goddamn Friday here today?
It's Friday, you bastard.
What is wrong with these people? Turn up your hearing aids, Grandma, okay, and cut the crap. Bunch of nitpickers. So anyway, it looks pretty grim on the Panthers. Now they say, well, the Heat's more important anyway. It's the NBA, and they got that television coverage and a TV contract. Guess what, all you bozo commissioners? The TV money don't go in your pocket or pay for the arena or go in any of the public's pocket. It's going to go right in Mickey Arison's pocket, you morons. You fools. And I noticed, by the way, that the attendance here, even though it was much better than we have for the Panthers, they still didn't have a sellout for the second Heat home game. They won them both, but they had a few hundred empty seats for that one, too, last night. How do you like that? All right. What the hell was that? So here's something that goes, and this is only the beginning. Only the beginning. Biscayne chief agrees to sell mutual license. Old dog tracks grounds will be put on the block. So Hollywood Greyhound is buying out Biscayne, and they're going to put the property on the lot. They're going to sell it, and that's going to be the end. No more. They've run their last race at Biscayne. Is that incredible or what? That used to be like a goddamn landmark. That used to be a really great place, and they spent tons of money spiffing it up and doing all kinds of stuff. And, you know, I didn't go anymore either. I don't know what it is, but I don't know what it is. Just stopped going, and evidently so did everybody else. The pari-mutuals, baby, a lot of them are on the way out. A lot of them are on the way out. Thing of the past. Because, after all, gambling is evil. Isn't that what it's all about? Oh, and also there's another thing here on this memo, which is for broadcast, I guess. It says on Sunday after football, 8 to 10 p.m. this Sunday, we'll be airing a program for the country's fastest-growing minority, people who smoke cigars. All right. The show is called Smoke This. Imported from Tampa. Imported from Tampa and hand-rolled for the cigar aficionado. So I don't know what the hell it really is, but it's from Tampa. Cigar smoker show. Oh, somebody was telling me, you know, that restaurant in Fort Lauderdale, it's called Smokers, I think. Isn't that the name of it? Or they invite you to come in if you smoke faggots or cigars, or even if you just are a faggot. They were telling me the food there is sensational. And you can smoke and not be bothered and not have people threaten to blow your brains out. And that's it. You know, if you want to have lung cancer, it's a free goddamn country, okay? Yeah, but that secondhand smoke, yeah. How about your secondhand breath? How about that secondhand cheap perfume that a lot of these people wear, these women especially, some of the guys, on the plane. You're sitting there and, oh, my God, you want a breath from it. That real cheap, cheesy perfume that you buy by the gallon at Kmart. Here's a lady in Key Largo. I bet you don't wear that, do you?
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
No.
Good.
First-time caller, Neil.
Great.
Hey, I wanted to thank you for turning me on to this diet.
Yes?
The Atkins, yeah. It's great.
It is great.
Yeah, it's great. I've lost like 20 pounds in 5 weeks without even trying.
Outstanding.
And I tried the Lorenzo's cheesecake just the other day.
Yeah?
Oh, my God. Wonderful.
To die for.
Oh, yeah, you're not kidding.
Somebody sent over a cheesecake yesterday trying to imitate the Atkins, and George just about, oh, man, just about breathed in the wastebasket.
Yeah, the best I've ever had.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I wanted to thank you about that. And I have another request. I was trying to get a hold of the guys. I was driving down from Kendall to Key Largo this morning, watching them practice the Blue Angels.
Yeah.
And they were sensational. Is there any way I can get some free tickets for my kids? I know you have them available.
See ya!
Oh, come on.
Oh, we can't give you free tickets for the Blue Angels, but we can give you, like, registration maybe to go to Cleveland.
To Cleveland?
Yeah, for our tragic trip.
I don't know if I want to go to
But
Cleveland.
if you win, you have to go.
Hey, is that a real trip or what?
Yes.
Listening, I never got the details. That's a real trip?
It's a real trip.
Really?
For two.
For two,
To Cleveland.
I've never been to Cleveland.
Right, and you can, like, hang out there where the Browns used to play and watch all those people crying and carrying on like a bunch of infants.
Okay.
Not so bad. And you can hear Chuck Meyer on the radio up there again.
Okay.
So hang on.
Okay.
Okay. See, she wanted something for free and she got something bad. But, hey, that's the way it goes. That's life for you. We have an open line in Dade, 751. And how about for the Family of the Year? Let's have a contest, okay, for the Sports Role Model Family of the Year. Is it going to be the Blades family, that's Brian and Benny, or is it going to be the Cansecos? Poor Jose, man. That family just can't get out of their own goddamn way. You know what I'm saying? Now it's, now where the hell was that? It's not in the sports section? Is that somewhere else? Because I did read it this morning about his brother Ozzy, who used to be quite a sport himself. It must be in the Yoke. Oh, yeah, they tried to bury it. Canseco brother charged in assault. Pembroke Pines, the twin brother of baseball stupid star Jose Canseco, was arrested Wednesday after he shot out the tires of a moving van and threatened two movers during a dispute over his furniture, police said. Police charged Osvaldo Ozzy Canseco, who played briefly with the Oakland A's and St. Louis Cardinals, with 2 counts of aggravated assault and 1 count of felony property damage. No one was injured in the 6:55 p.m. shooting, which took place in the driveway of Canseco's new home in the Chapel Trail neighborhood, etc., and so on. I believe that he wanted to look at some of the stuff on the truck before it was unloaded, and they wanted to get paid first, and they got into a big song and a dance. And it says when the movers refused, Canseco went into the house, returned with a 9mm semi-automatic handgun, yelling expletives and threatening the men. He came out and fired 4 rounds from the gun into tires, flattening 5 of the 6 tires on the truck and threatening the movers. He did not give police a statement. He was booked into the Broward County Jail late on Wednesday. All right, the Canseco family, right up there. Let's have a family off, okay, between them and the Blades family. It's nip and tuck. It's pretty damn close. Open line on that purple line, pound IOD, 1 in Dade, 751, 2 in Broward, 524. Call up today and say goodbye to your Panthers, baby. It's a done deal.
It's not just Hank Goldberg. It's a hippopotamus.
Last night I dreamt of Canseco.
Estuvo muy bien aquí.
Just like he never left my side at all. I played with Jose Canseco. He showed me just how to handle the ball. I showed Jose how to vote. Tobacco breath was kind of bold. I took off my combs. He kept on his cleats. I missed coming round third base and slide it into his face. Hit the shower with Jose, my Spanish lullaby.
Highest sports family of the year, baby. Is it the Blades brothers? Is it the Canseco brothers? That's the question today. 1028 at WIOD. The winner gets a date with Jose. Doesn't get a date, just gets the steroids? Okay, whatever you say. So anyway, 561-0078 is that Center 1 number, 25,631. I have a feeling by the beginning of the week, by Monday, when we get our next Borders report, we're going to be right up there at about 30 grand, which is one hell of a first. Let's see, we just started a week ago yesterday, right? What are you smiling about? We just started the Center 1 thing a week ago yesterday. Am I correct? Wasn't that November 1st a week ago?
Wednesday was the first.
Huh?
Wednesday was the first.
A week ago yesterday was Wednesday.
Oh, yeah, like you said.
Like I said, goddammit. See, you keep saying it's Friday. I know it's Thursday. It's payday, too, by the way. You might want to check on that. You're the one that keeps saying it's George that keeps saying it's Friday, not me, goddammit. I know what day of the week it is, don't I? Jueves, baby. What does that mean? Here's Lauderhill. Hello?
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Just wanted to give you a little spy report.
Okay.
Listened to the hippopotamus yesterday.
Yeah?
And he just kept going on and on about the fact that he was 5.1 to Phil's 4.5.
Let me say this. You know, anybody can get a fluke book and find one demo where they beat somebody else, okay? If you look at the overall book, as usual, Phil beats the living crap out of him, okay? He's got one demo in men there where he edges him out in one thing, okay? And beside that, you know, if Hank, you know, Phil hit it right on the head yesterday. If Hank doesn't understand that Phil's got more talent in his little finger than Hank's got in his big, oozing, puking, fat body, then the man's really got serious problems. I mean, it's not even worth talking about. It's a joke. It's laughable.
You know what happened was some guy called up, and it sounded like he was disguising his voice.
Yeah.
And so
that wouldn't have been you, would it?
No. Hank just dropped him.
Yeah.
And
he dropped him?
Yeah, he dropped him off the air, and then he repeated the fact that he was 4.1 to 5.1, or 5.1 to 4.5, and then he just went on with the next caller.
What is it? 5.100 pounds? Is that what he's talking about? Weight?
Pretty close.
He's got Phil beaten weight. I'll guarantee you that.
Probably by a couple hundred.
Yeah.
Later.
Okay. Yeah, this Hank thing, man, it's really a sad situation where this guy, every time he gets a fluke book and his number goes up a little bit, which then it comes down real fast again where it belongs, then he starts like peddling a story. Why don't you understand it, baby? You're on a miserable, crappy station that all of the insiders know you want out of there in the worst way, working with a bunch of juvenile kids. It's a joke. It's a laugh. And this guy's on there talking a big story about how he's got, comparing himself to Phil Hendrie. Anybody with a brain, anybody with even the most minuscule sense of humor knows that Hank Goldberg couldn't lick Phil Hendrie's ass. He might give it a shot, but he couldn't lick his ass. He's not in the same league with anybody on this radio station, even the sex bitch. Just a big, fat glob of pus, okay? Just a big, sloppy New York glob of pus, oozing out a lot of garbage. Can't even pronounce the name of the team that he's always talking about that he don't do the games for no more. The Dolphins, Just a New York slob, baby. That's all you're all about. It's sad. I know you wish you were like, here's a guy's he's on ESPN, he's on the Deuce, he's on the Ace, he's on QA. He's got like 75 different jobs, and he still ain't making the big bucks, and he's jealous as hell. He's psychotic about it. We have an open line in Broward, 524-9463, 524-WIOD. The man is lacking in only one thing. He's got plenty of fat. He's got plenty of food. He's lacking in one thing. It's called talent. That's the problem. And I don't care if he has like a 78 share in the next book, which he won't. But the fact is, for him to come on here and try to compare himself to Phil Hendrie, I take great exception to that because it's grotesque, like he is. Here's Miami. Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Let me preface the call by saying I listen to you and Phil every day, and I love you.
Yeah.
But I think IOD made a big mistake by not putting Howard on in the morning.
Yeah.
He's just a major talent. He fits in with what you and Phil are doing.
Let me just tell you this, okay?
Yeah.
When they went through all the thing, I mean, if we want to rehash that, we can do it, and it's very painful. But when they blew off Ranieri, which I told them, please don't do it, because, I mean, Ranieri, as much as maybe you didn't like him, he had his following, and they weren't necessarily the same people as mine or Phil's or Rick and Suds, but he had his following. And they blew that off, and they put on that news show, that abortive news show, and they blew it, and they admitted it, and they knew it. And I was the one who kept saying, hey, put Howard on there, okay? That was at the time before Howard was on in the market. I said, if you put Howard on in the morning, we will own this market for the rest of time. Oh, no, we don't want it. This company never put him on here. Then what do? They put him on in Chicago, and they blow him out after 6 months because they went into a panic. So, I don't disagree, but what am I going to tell you?
Like Jim says, cock sucks.
Yeah.
Go Panthers, Neil.
Okay. We have an open line in Dade, 751-9463. Is that what Mandich said? And, of course, leave it to an expert, because if anybody should know about it, spending all that time in a goddamn shower with number 51.
Suck my dick.
Open line in Dade, 751-9463. One in Broward, 524 WIOD. Nobody cares about Biscayne closing? Oh, we must get one of those old guys who used to hang around the dog track calling it, what's going to happen to my life now? I don't want to go all the way up there to Hollywood. The dogs have just about had it, okay? And I used to enjoy the dogs, like not a lot, but like, a few times a year. I used to enjoy going to the dog track. It's fun. Flagler's still going strong. We love Flagler, of course. They love me. I hope they're doing great. Are they? I hope. But some of the pari-mutuels, man, they're right on the fence. They're right on the edge. Because a lot of it has gotten stale. They haven't developed any new people out there. You go out to some of these tracks, it's the same old people. And guess what? Why don't they have any new people? Because their people are dying off. They're dying over there, and they don't get any living and breathing blood. And I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to go through. It's not even worth it because nobody cares. Here's Pembroke Pines. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Buenos dias. I'm okay.
Oh, good. A couple of things. First of all, you and Phil Hendrie are God.
Yes.
I love listening to the both of you.
Well, Adam's in there saying, what about Rick and Suds? Adam just said.
Rick and Suds, too. I mean,
there you go. They're like God Jr.
All of them. I mean, all you guys are great.
Adam, don't sit in there and start, like, stomping up and down, because before you were producing that show, you used to say that Rick was an asshole. Okay, so stop. Oh, he says I still say that. Okay, thanks, Adam, for your honesty.
Anyway,
go ahead, sir.
I was watching a movie, which I had gotten from Columbia House the other day.
Yeah.
And
that reminds me, I have a movie right here, but I'm not going to tell you because you already belong, so you don't want this.
What is it?
See, I'm not going to tell you because then you're going to want it for free. I'm giving it away.
Well,
Disclosure, Michael Douglas and Demi Moore.
I got a copy of it.
Good, okay, thank God.
It's a fantastic movie, too.
Okay, that's good. Somebody might want it then, free.
Yeah, it is.
Still wrapped in its plastic.
Yeah, it's a great movie if anybody wants it. Anyway.
It's not another one of these where Michael Douglas is pretending to be a sex pod running around naked, is it?
No.
Oh, thank God.
But he makes it with Demi Moore, though. Well, she tries to do some, but it doesn't work. Anyway, at the end of this movie I was watching, which was Speechless, with, what the hell is his name? Shoot. No. Michael Keaton. Thank you.
Oh. How about Buster Keaton? That's more my style.
No, it was Michael Keaton.
Yeah, I can't stand him.
And guess what music they used in the movie?
Luis Miguel.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Oh, I didn't know.
What a lucky guess on my part, huh?
Yeah, and at the end of it, it's got the video of him doing Say Two.
No Say Two. Or Say Two.
Yeah.
Or Say Two.
Say Two, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I listened to it for the first time. It's pretty.
Where's that music coming from, George? Listen to that. I'm not playing it. You're not playing it, are you, sir?
Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
Your favorite song?
Okay. No, it's not my favorite song. I do like it, though.
Oh, I thought, well, I know you like Luis Miguel.
I love it.
Yeah. He's great. I listened to it for the first time.
So they have the whole video on at the end of the movie?
Yeah.
Well, I'll be damned.
Well, what they do is they show cuts of the, parts of the movie, and then they show him singing.
Oh, this guy's got his own thing going there. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, don't forget that sheet. That's what I need, Sarah, badly. Thank you so much. Does that have Bird Avenue or Bird Road? Oh, Bird Road. Okay. But that's for yesterday. I know, but I just want to make sure we still have it right, even though it was yesterday. So if they went yesterday, they went to the right place. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, but anyway, I've listened to it, and it's pretty, although I don't understand Spanish.
Now, forget about understanding, man. He transcends the language barrier, man. He's like universal.
Oh, yeah.
He speaks a language we can all relate to.
Yeah, it's very pretty.
Right. He's very pretty.
Yeah, I know you like that.
Yeah.
Okay, Neil.
Well, thanks so much, sir. That was a major suck-up. And I wish I had something to give you like $1 million, but maybe next time.
Oh, well.
Have a great life.
All right, you too, Neil.
Adios. Hasta que mil vidas. Where's my, oh, my God. Oh, Jesus, God, I just dropped Luis on the floor. That's it. I'll never be the same again. Jesus, Joseph, and Mary, forgive me for what I have done. I've sinned, and I've dropped my man right there on the floor. Because a hard man is good to find. Oh, doesn't that sound good? I'm not going to play it, but it sounds good. So anyway, our Kick Your Way to the Super Bowl contest registration continues today, noon to 1 at Big Daddy's and Flanagan's at 2505 North University Drive in Hollywood. That's noon to 1 today. Look for the WIOD 610 armored truck and register. And then today between 5 and 6 at Flanagan. How come I'm talking so loud? Because I don't want to reach over and turn the pot down because it's so beautiful. 5 to 6 at Flanagan's Bar and Grill, 2600 West Davie Boulevard in Fort Lauderdale. Too loud, Luis. Ooh, that was tight. Man, is that tight or what? All right, give it a rest, Julio. So anyway, it's 10:38 at WIOD. So what is that, the 4,000th call we've had about Speechless and the fact that Luis is in there? They know a good thing when they got it. And then that one guy that called me up that day, I don't see what you see in Luis Miguel. I see it. If you ever saw that video that, what's the one, Cuando Caliente el Sol? If he saw that, he'd understand what I see.
The opinions expressed by the host, guests, or callers on WIOD are not necessarily those of the station or its sponsors. All WIOD programs are copyright 1995 by WIOD Incorporated. No tape recordings or transcripts may be created or distributed without prior written consent of WIOD Incorporated.
Hank is God. I love Hank. I'm having a gay affair with Hank.
Hello?
Randy, I don't hate you at all. Congratulations.
Get out of here, Meg.
You want to know something? Truthfully, I'm happy for you.
Why are you happy for me?
Because I am going to my boat. We're going out for a cruise. I'm having, for the 4.5 years, my first weekends off. I'm promoting my video, not a radio show.
I figured it was some kind of promotion thing.
No, not at all. I'm just saying that I welcome you to the station. Honest to God, I do.
Really?
Trust me, I'm not lying.
All right.
I called to congratulate you.
Well, Meg, can I just ask you one lousy question then?
Sure.
Why on your last show did you say I didn't have a chance in hell of doing anything over here at WIOD?
You know what? I made a mistake. I made a bad call.
Damn right.
I've been listening to you, and I think you're fun, and I think it's perfectly okay to relax and have fun on a weekend. Honest to God, I need it too.
Yeah.
How's that? And I'm enjoying listening to you, and it's no bull. Now, have a good day.
See ya. Don't believe a word of it, man. She sat here and trashed me for a whole afternoon. A whole afternoon sat here and said I didn't have a chance in hell. I had no talent. What the hell was I doing here? Boy, Gary made a big mistake. Now she wants to promote something at our tailgate party, so she's going to kiss a little butt.
Yeah, she's good at it. And, of course, she'd probably be on here on the weekend right now if that hadn't leaked out. Anyway, 10:44 at WIOD, so tomorrow, that's just a little sample of hearing the... Well, that actually wasn't the worst. I would say that was part of the best of Randy right there. I love that. That was great. That was ballsy, sweetheart. But anyway, Nichols got a bug up his ass, so we're going to have the worst of Randy from 11 to 2 tomorrow after the best of Neil or whatever it is, okay? It'll be at least something different. And she'll be listening. Here's Hollywood on the purple line. Hello. Hollywood on the pound line. On the purple. On the cellular. On the long gone line. Here's Miami. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, sir?
Okay.
Got a riddle for you to kind of lighten things up.
You got a what?
Riddle.
Yeah, okay. Diddle with your riddle, pal. We don't do jokes. We don't do riddles. This ain't the goddamn funny pages of the Sun Sentinel. We have an open line in Dade, 751-9463. One in Broward, 524. That purple pound line is waiting on you there at Pound IOD. They're all having, like, morning parties today because Colin Powell ain't running for president, and they're really pissed off, okay? He yanked this around. He was kind of like the Wayne Huizenga of politics, you know. One day he's running, the next day he's not. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. He's up, he's down, he's in, he's out. Get the Vaseline jar out, baby, and guess what? Just like Wayne, he's pulling it out. Oh, he changed his mind. He thought about it a lot. Every minute of every day he thought about it. And then his ego, took second place to, his safety in his life. And he said, maybe it's not such a good idea after all. Right, Yitzchak? And that was it. I don't think he probably said Yitzchak, but what does he know? Here's Miami. Hello.
Hi, Neil. How you doing?
Okay.
Good. You know, I think that guy was talking about the Richter scale when he was talking about Hank's numbers there.
Yeah.
Like when he's like walking.
No, he was talking about his weight.
Yeah, well, when he's walking, that's the weight in the Richter scale. You can feel it.
Yeah.
You know,
feel the earth move under your meat?
Really. This hockey thing is really disgusting. I'll tell you, I got my kids turned on to hockey, you know. I'm so glad that we're here, you know, making hockey fans out of them, and they're going to pull it out.
Yeah, we finally got something good here that we can really sink our teeth into that, you know, it would take some time to build some real enthusiasm and real fans, but nevertheless, it would have happened.
It's unbelievable.
And he's just yanking us around. The guy's a miserable son of a bitch, and all these people that are like, well, you know, poor Wayne, they didn't do this for him.
Poor Wayne,
I'm sick and tired of hearing about poor Wayne, okay? He can kiss my ass.
I'm trying not to think about it and just trying to enjoy what we got.
And like I said yesterday, he's still got the Dolphins and he's got the Marlins, so we can't, like, really slap us in the face. So he's got to go through these cosmetic appearances, this phony baloney, you know, for public appearance action of trying to pretend that he's putting the deal together, when in the meantime he's just looking to come out of it, just like Art Modell, you know.
He probably sold him to Ted Turner years ago. Let me ask you a question. Do you know anything about this skills thing on Sunday they're having?
Do I know about it?
Yeah.
It's at 6 o'clock.
But, I mean, do you know what it is?
Yeah, they have, like, contests. Each team in the league is having it. And they're like all the different players. The players divide up into two teams, one with the white uniforms and one with the red.
It's the real Panthers team, right?
Right. All the guys will be there. People get a chance to meet them and get their autographs, and they're like competing against each other and like who's got the hardest slap shot, who's got the hardest whatever.
Like they used to do in front of the All-Star games and stuff.
Right, exactly.
All right. Well,
and then they're going to have a thing.
There.
Huh?
It'd be a good thing to take the kids to.
Good thing to take the kids to. Not a lot of pressure. There certainly won't be 80 billion people there, and you can meet the guys and schmooze, maybe take a shower with the Mandich. It'll be fun.
That's worth it right there.
There you go.
All right, Neil, thanks.
And have a great time.
You too.
See ya.
Bye.
We got an open line in Dade at 7519463. Nobody wants a disclosure with Michael Douglas and Demi Moore still wrapped in its plastic thing from Columbia Columbia video thing, whatever it is. A fantastic, sexy thriller, masterfully done. I got something here to give away, which I'm paying for myself. I'm going to start sending those cards and say, hey, by the way, stop sending me crap already, will you? Stop sending me crap, will you, please? Because then I wind up bringing it in here and give it to you people, and you don't appreciate it. And by the way, what do you got? Like the woman with those tickets that time that I was giving away, whatever. The tickets for the track. Sure, whatever you say, sweetheart.
The New York Times gives you the world's big picture. The Wall Street Journal tracks the bulls and bears. So who's covering South Florida? We are. The best news, talk, and entertainment radio. 610 WIOD.
Oh, my God. If you play Hank Goldberg again, I'm going to fucking throw up.
All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Just so there is no misunderstanding. Have everybody be seated, please. We're wasting time. If you're going to keep doing that, I'm going to stop you right here. You're not making this easy, are you, Mr. Goldberg? Counsel, this whole line needs to be done in a different way. And now here it is again.
Because, you know, Your Honor,
in the same day. I'm going to stop you right here. Have everybody be seated.
Your Honor, I think that I was...
Mr. Scheck, I'm going to tell you for the fourth time, no. Sit down.
This is much ado about nothing.
Sit down.
No, I'm serious. You know something, Your Honor? This is very unfair.
Sit down.
That's very unfair.
Sit down.
Are you afraid of Miss Clark?
Sit down. We're in recess.
Okay, 10:53 at WIOD. So she says she's not running off with Chris Darden. It's a bunch of crap. She's really running off with, what's her name? What's the one that did all the drugs? Real quick, Faye Resnick. She's got the good stuff. So here's our new Center One total. This is updated and abridged and finished and pretty much complete as of the end of yesterday, which yesterday did mark the end of the first week in spite of what George says. $28,111 in a week. Huh? Pretty impressive if you ask me. $28,111. Here's Cooper City. Hello.
Neil, hi, how are you?
Great.
I just want to call and vent a little bit of frustration.
Go right ahead, sir. Today's the day for it. Spit it out.
Okay, I just stopped at, I don't know if I can say the name of a restaurant, a fast food restaurant down here.
Well, which one? You mean, would they have like a golden thing over it or what?
There you go.
Okay.
The Golden Halos. And I was down on 27th Avenue down in Miami.
Yeah.
And there were, I would say, first of all, let me say I'm not a racist by any way whatsoever.
Oh, I understand, of course.
I'm really not.
Right.
But there
were like all black people working there is what you're saying, a bunch of black kids?
Oh, no, not who was working there. In the lobby, in the actual restaurant area, there were approximately 20 to 30 black people. And one man was wearing a little bow tie, and he was standing up, and he was giving this speech.
He was wearing a bow tie?
Yeah, a little bow tie.
Farrakhan was at McDonald's. Yeah, he's big over there.
Well, anyway.
Yeah.
He was giving a little Malcolm X speech in the restaurant.
In McDonald's?
In the McDonald's. In the actual
what do you mean he was giving a speech? Was he like standing up on top of the counter with a Big Mac in his puss or what?
No, he was standing on the bench seat, on one of the bench seats.
He was standing on the seat?
I swear to you, standing on the seat, And I was the only white person in the restaurant, which doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
Doesn't bother me. But he's standing up giving this Malcolm X speech, and then he's looking over at me saying how the white man has oppressed the black man and pointing at me.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, I'm the only white person in this restaurant.
Well, you better cut it out, man.
Now, I want to ask you a question.
You better repent and ask the Lord for your for His forgiveness.
Now, let me just ask you a
better
quick question.
change the ill of your gay ways.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now what would happen if a white man walked in there and gathered around with 20 white people saying the black man is causing the problem? What would happen to that white man? Absolutely correct, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
See ya. Glad we could answer your question. We have an open line at Broward, 5249463, and we got one on the purple line, the AT&T wireless line, pound IOD. So I've already had 3 people in the building volunteer to sign Bob Green's name to my paycheck today. See, this becomes another part of this ongoing drama. Why does he talk about getting paid? There's not another broadcaster in America who in the history of this business has ever talked about having to go finagle to get his paycheck every week except me. Why? Do I enjoy talking about it? No, but you damn well better be sure I'm going to continue talking about it until we come up with like some, like regular system, like, oh, here's where it is, here's when you get it, somebody signed it, and yeah, it's just a small detail, but here we're paying you. Surprise. But, hey, we like a little bit of suspense. I mean, where am I going until 2 o'clock anyway, right? Exactly. So what's everybody getting all goddamn excited about since it is Friday? Here's Fort Lauderdale. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Hey, long-time listener, first-time caller.
All right.
Hey, we go to school at Colonel Gibbons.
What is it?
We're all our friends. We like every day we listen to you at Colonel Gibbons.
Yeah.
Yeah, great guy, man.
Aren't you in school now?
Yeah.
So you're just screwing off, right?
Yeah.
Good.
Weightlifting.
Excellent.
Hey, we know you got a lot of football. We know Dolphins, up and down Dolphins,
You're lifting it?
Well, no, we watch them up and down. The Dolphins never consistent.
They're up and down. They're in and out.
I'd like to invite you
what that song says? They're up and down. They're in and out.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's like the song,
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'd like to invite you out to Colonel Gibbons' St. Thomas game coming up this Friday.
What do you
Get out
mean,
at 2, it'd be a good game. It's consistent game,
This Friday?
It's a big game, we play every, we're both ranked and we're pretty high.
Your rank?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can almost smell it over the phone. You mean like tomorrow night?
Yeah, no, come on, because get out at 2 and the game starts at 2:30. We'll have tickets wait for the door, man.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay, I will, but just not. Or good luck, pal. I hope you win a game, but you can't say crap on here, okay? The guy just got really bummed out and depressed. And, of course, I can understand that because he's waiting for me to go over there and root for the home team or whatever. Okay, whatever he said. Okay, I suck in the emotion. We have an open line in Broward, 5249463. The Green Lines are not participating yet today, and nobody wants disclosure with Michael Douglas and Demi Moore. Oh, where the hell was I reading in the Inquirer? What is it? Oh, Wayne's going to sign my check, too, now, he said. Let's get all the board ops to sign my check and see if it goes through. Adam, George, Andy, and Wayne are all going to put their signatures. They're going to put their John Hancock on my check, okay? The only problem is they all want to put it on the back. That's the problem. Here's Deerfield. Hello.
Yeah, I wouldn't count on him signing your paycheck there, buddy. And by the way, what is it going to be? Is it going to be Nashville Panthers now? Where does this guy get off? I'm pissed. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
are you pissed or what?
Huizenga. I mean, this guy's got some cojones.
Yeah.
Didn't he think of this beforehand?
I'll tell you what, let's all stand up and give him a message for the entire town.
Suck my dick.
All right. 2 open lines in Broward, 5249463, 524-WIOD, and 2 on the green lines, 1-800-944-9463. Nobody wants disclosure with... So anyway, I was starting to say that Demi Moore, her mother lives in a car in Vegas. Did you ever hear that story? Her mother's name is Virginia.
I heard it this morning. She's a real slut.
And she's a slut. She was an alcoholic, and like 5 years ago, Demi finally gave up with her, and she couldn't handle it anymore. And the woman is living out of her car. And this slut is making millions and millions of dollars and posing stark naked and running around showing off her ample hooters and whatever the hell she's doing. But in the meantime, her mother, how can you give up on your mother? Even if she is a slut and a miserable old bitch and goes and gets into drunken brawls in bars and whatever. And she's living out of a car in Las Vegas, no less, in the desert. She don't even got enough money to go in there and play the nickel slots. And here's Demi running around there, sacking up with every damn thing that's got a thing attached to him. Here's a mobile in Miami. Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Listen, I'd like to clarify something. That guy that called in about what happened at the McDonald's restaurant.
Yeah.
Something, I'm not a racist either, but every time you hear the black man say the white man oppresses him, they need to look back at facts. Back before the turn of the century, before any white man enslaved any black man, the Africans themselves would sell their own slaves and prisoners of war to the Portuguese.
That is absolutely correct, sir. That's right.
So I think they better look in their own backyard before they point anybody else. I'm not just pointing out that I'm not a racist, but I think we should all look at the facts. Yeah, man. All right, Neil.
Okay.
See you, buddy.
All right, buddy. See ya, buddy. Was that Jazz? I'll be goddamn. Boy, his voice sure changed in Cleveland. Now they butched him up. Maybe it's that thing on his prostate changed his voice. We have an open line in Broward, 524. Well, it does have a tendency, you know. You kind of like shift your weight. And, boy, he sure had plenty of it to shift. Oh, she's gone.
So we fire people. So what? 610 WIOD, Miami, Fort Lauderdale. News, talk, and entertainment radio. 610 WIOD.
See you, buddy. 1106 at WIOD. You know, this chromium picolinate business is about to drive me up the wall already. You know, I am so sick and tired, I wish I had never heard of it. Now I got this Bob guy who sends me, like, faxes pages and pages and pages and pages and pages. And he says, I've been listening to all this crap about chromium picolinate for months, and I can't take it anymore. Bob is getting pissed, man. He's getting sick and tired. He's disgusted. He says,
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
Oh! I faxed you this info 2 months ago, but I guess either you didn't get it or just tossed it. I think, quite frankly, Bob, I tossed it. As in, chromium picolinate is not only poison, he says, it's just plain crap. Please, with 75 E's in it, please read the attached brochure to get the straight scoop. And, of course, the attached brochure is like 50,628 pages. Almost. Chromate will give you unbelievable results. There's no comparison between the two. Call me for more info and free samples, Bob. Well, why doesn't he send the free samples over here? Why do we got to call him? Why doesn't he send me the free samples, and I'll take them for a couple of weeks, and if I'm still alive, I'll go in here and say, hey, I'm still alive. Huh? Come on, Bob, send us the free samples. Send us a bunch of free stuff. We want to be just like the audience so we can relate to them better, okay? Send us a bunch of free stuff, okay? Send me my Chromate right now. And, of course, this is like all, you know, he's a distributor of this stuff, so he's got all this stuff in here about this one is good and that one is not. Whatever, so send it over here, Bob. Now send like about, 20, 30,000 bottles, some samples, and let's give it a shot. Even George will pop some. He'll pop anything, even a zit. Here's Hialeah. Hello.
Hey, Neil, how's it going?
Okay.
I speaking of Demi Moore, you were talking about her earlier. She was on Letterman last night. She had on this thing that, like her boobs were all out. And,
yeah.
Of course, as usual.
Of course, everybody's seen them already.
Exactly.
Anyhow, so.
It was actually, it put me to sleep. The other thing was about Jose Canseco. And how many teams has that guy played for now?
Ozzy, well, of course, he's all done now, That's probably why he's pissed off and shooting up delivery trucks. But let's see, it says here he played for the Indians briefly for about 5 minutes, and he, let's see, where
the A's?
He played briefly for the A's in St. Louis.
Right.
Oh, not the Indians, the A's in St. Louis.
Okay. And I know he tried out down here for the Marlins.
Yeah.
Even
the Marlins didn't want no part of him. How do you like that?
Sounds like he should own a moving company. And not
he better start catching in on some of those good steroids his brother's got, or he's just got no chance. He's already 31. He's over the hill already.
Oh, definitely. No, I'm just saying he should own his own moving company. He shouldn't need anybody to bring him. He's moving all over the damn trying to get a job.
Exactly right.
Right.
You think his brother would be able to afford to buy him his own moving company?
But he can afford a gun, though.
I never forget, about 2 years ago, somebody faxed me speaking of paychecks, they faxed me a fax of Jose Canseco's weekly paycheck.
Oh, God.
$387,000.
Disgusting.
For 1 week.
I heard a story once where the quarterback for the Patriots, Bledsoe.
Yeah.
He took his car in for repair, and the repairman was fooling around in his car, and he hit the visor, and out popped out a check for $100,000. He had it just, hooked up in the visor of his car. He immediately called Bledsoe and goes, hey, we got this check for $100,000. And he goes, oh, just put it back up there. And like he's answering the press going like, well, I didn't need it.
He's only going to make $42 million. What are you worried about? What's $100,000, man? When you got millions and millions, just figure out the interest you're making. Like even in a bank, which they don't put their money in like a regular bank.
Exactly.
But I mean, even at 5%, you're making out pretty damn good.
It's disgusting.
It is.
All right.
Okay, have a great life, pal.
You too, man.
Oh, nobody wants this movie. Thank God. We can milk that. We can pretend all day that's our big thing. Nobody will take our free stuff. How about if we had some Panther tickets for a game that ain't going to get played? We don't, but how about if we did? That woman had called before about that. What is it? The Blue Note Records, Blue Sky, the air show. What is that? We don't give away air show tickets on this show. God, when I get that desperate, I got to give away air show tickets on this show. It's bad enough I got to give away goddamn Demi Moore and Michael Douglas, which nobody wants. Who is that? Oh, now, see, we're doing pretty good here. We're off to a pretty good start today, and you're going to put this putz on the air?
Excuse me?
What do you want, Jeff Moss?
I just want to say hello.
Yeah, hello, Jeff.
How are you?
See ya. What's up?
See ya, buddy. Are you not having a good day?
I'm having a great day up until now.
Okay, oh, come on.
I'm only a little bit concerned that there's not going to be any hotshot back here to sign my check by 2 o'clock, in which case it's going to be this, man, there's going to be a fire in here that Smokey will be upset by.
Oh, God. We don't want that to happen. I'm just calling to give you stats for tonight.
Stats?
Well, the attendance stats.
You'll be pleased to know that they did not have a complete sellout for the Heat last night.
That I'm standing up right now. I'm excited.
Well, I'm just telling you, they had, not a lot of empty seats, but a couple of hundred.
What was it? The Rockets with their cartoon look-like jerseys, right?
Oh, pajamas. Some of the announcer last night said it looks like they faded in the wash. Yeah. Faded pajamas, man.
Hey, I finally took care of Rimmer. He's leaving me alone now. I gave him his...
You took care of him, huh?
Well, yeah, that night I gave him his little thing, too.
Yeah.
Called to tell you
this. Last time we were at the game, the other night, that Philly game, Rimmer walked by when Jeff was bugging us and said...
Suck my dick.
So that's good to know.
No, I'm sorry, I don't do that. So there are about 3,800 tonight.
Yeah.
Including the Panther packs.
Well, that's not bad. That's even better than what we started out with the Philly game. Well, of course, now we're on a streak. We're in first place. We won 4 in a row. Plus, these people should understand that every game could be, well, not every game could be our last, but certainly this season could be, so they better get it while they can.
Yeah, we got Dvorak's hot, and, we're starting to score some goals.
I wouldn't say he's hot.
Well,
he's playing real good.
He's playing real well,
I would not say he's hot.
Jody's hot.
Jody is hot.
Jody is hot. He just needs to shave a little bit.
Yeah, shave off that schmutz.
And I wanted to let...
Yeah.
I wanted to let you know that maybe you can tell all
and for you Flyer fans, Lindros is only going to be out another week, it says here, not till mid-December, whoever told me that story. Maybe another week.
No, another week, right. It's not mid-December. He's got
mid-November.
Light tear. No,
he's got a little tear.
And I stand corrected, sit corrected, and apologize to you wholeheartedly.
It was Jason Woolley.
It was Jason Woolley with the low hit.
Right.
Okay.
And you said Brian Scrudlin.
You are correct.
We know Scrudlin would never hit anybody.
He did hit him at the end of the game, but not.
Yeah, but that was after he was already down and out, see?
You're right. He had his head down. It was only 1.6 seconds left or something like that. I wanted to just make a note to all your fond listeners who are out there who attend our games, thanks to you.
Yes, they do.
That we cannot have garbage and live rats thrown on the arena. It delays the game.
Right.
We need plastic
We were all wondering how long it would be before somebody would make that announcement, because these people... And don't say it was my listeners threw the live rats out there.
No, your listeners...
Probably QAM's listeners threw them out there.
I can't comment on that.
Yeah, I can.
I know you
Probably
can.
Goddamn Chris Moore's twin brother threw the live rat out there, thought it was Wayne. Oh, we got my check signed? What'd she say? Oh, it's in the envelope. Thanks.
You know what she
Thanks a
probably
lot,
said?
sweetheart.
She probably
God, I love
said-
her. What is it?
I thought she probably said what Brian Cox said, but...
No, I would not... Why would you say that? She's such a lovely young... You don't even know her.
Who is it?
Leah, the accounting lady.
I don't know Leah.
Well, you'd like to know her because she writes all the checks.
It's the person I'd like to know, actually.
There you go.
All right, well...
So what were you saying? What were you rambling on? I knew you'd kill my show, Jeff.
We gotta keep... I'm not killing your show.
This is the way he rewards me for getting all those asses for hockey and,
We gotta keep
killing my show.
Live rats and garbage.
No live rats and no garbage. Get
No
the plastic
stinking
rats,
garbage
okay?
on the ice.
Plastic rats only.
Plastic rats only.
And the only other rat allowed in the arena is Wayne, and I don't think he'll be showing up anytime soon again now. He's pulling an Art Modell, you notice? The disappearing act?
I haven't noticed.
Yeah, I know.
He's a big hockey fan.
Good.
In closing?
Yes, Jeff.
A shameless request?
Yeah.
I hate the bird.
Okay.
Thank you.
See ya.
Bye to you.
What a pest. It's 11:14 at WI. He's a good guy, but he's just a pest. You know what I'm saying? He ought to elope with Greg from Pompano. No, that was bad. That was from Boynton Beach. Sorry, Greg.
You son of a bitch.
Okay, 11:18 at WID. I'm curious that thing about the guy with the story, with the guy with the bow tie, the black guy, and all those black people up there and making a speech and a Sermon on the Mount inside of a McDonald's or whatever. What is that? See, I know this may sound radical to you, but to me, I'm one of those people that believes that all retail establishments should ban all of these, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to mention any supermarkets because I think they all do it, but they let, the Girl Scouts out there, and they, accost you on the way in and on the way out, and they, embarrass you to buy a bunch of crap that you don't want, including some of that candy. It's not Girl Scout. What is that other thing that they're always selling out there, that real crappy, cheap, sleazy candy in the box? Oh, man. You could breath from that stuff, huh?
What about those nurses with the funny hats?
What are they?
I don't know.
Nurses with funny hats? Yeah, I know what you're talking about, and they got the little bucket to throw the money in, right? When I go shopping, I'm going to go inside and pay a retailer money to buy their crap. I don't want to be like accosted outside. I especially don't want to be accosted inside with some Louis Farrakhan lookalike making a speech with his goddamn bow tie standing on the mounting on the counter. Here's a mobile in Miami Beach. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Jeff from Orlando.
Yes, Jeff.
Down
how you
here
doing?
working again. I called you yesterday.
Yeah.
One
Chronic.
question.
Yeah.
Your CD.
Yes.
Can I have one?
Didn't I give? Oh, can you have one? What?
I want a free one.
Free what?
Don't make me go back to Orlando.
Get out of here. This asshole called up yesterday. You remember the call? Of course you do. And I gave him the phone number for Center One, and he said, "Oh, well, they'll mail it to me." And I said, "Yes." And now can he have one for free? Of course not. Of course not. You butt plug. You suckhole. You simpleton. You sleazy piece of walking pus. Man, oh man, a walking zit. Jesus, God Almighty, and Joseph and Esther and Saul. What is wrong with you, man? You got some chutzpah. Just called yesterday and he pretending, and I knew he wasn't writing down the number. And now he calls back again. Could he have one for free? Yeah, go steal one, okay? Tell us which store you're going to so we make sure that we get your ass for shoplifting. You slimeball. Go back to Orlando, okay? Go back there to that Fair Villa place and go buy yourself some goddamn horny videos and keep yourself busy and get out of my puss. Jeff from Orlando, who always calls like he's on Miami Beach but isn't. Fort Lauderdale on the purple line. Hello. Fort Lauderdale.
Is that me?
That's you.
Hey, how you doing? I'm in Miami now.
Like I said, Miami. Hello.
Hey, listen, I'm from Philly. Huizenga.
No, but you can leave it here. Don't pay any attention to him. I'll look at it. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Huizenga is no Snyder, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
They haven't managed. The Panthers haven't managed.
No, he's no Duke Snyder. He pays his taxes.
Yeah, well, he hasn't
no
managed
Ed Snyder
to
either.
garner the support of the community and the government.
Right.
That's half the problem.
Well, that's right, because he's got a hard-ass attitude, and he's a piece of crap, and he pisses everybody off, and let him get lost.
Well, that's why we're going to lose the team.
I'll tell you one thing. If we lose the Panthers when this season's over, man, I will never go to a Marlin game. I'll never go to a Dolphin game, and as long as he's involved in any way, shape, or form.
I don't blame you. Why can't we find someone local to take him away?
Let's find somebody with some serious money who's a good guy. That leaves Mickey Arison out. Let's find somebody who's got some money.
You and me.
Okay.
Thanks.
See ya. Purple line is open. What did you order for lunches there, George? God, it looks like...
Show I'm hungry.
You show I'm hungry? Well, if you're all that hungry... Oh, that's right. I got my... Yeah, but I'm very upset now because Rick told me that there's all that salt in that Tyson chicken roll. Now, let me ask you, when you go to the supermarket and you stand on line and take a number and you buy the chicken roll that they slice for you there in the market, is that also loaded up with all that salt? Because you know what I'm saying? Because you never get to see the label. Are you following me, what I'm saying here? You never get to see the label, so you don't know what the ingredients are. Now, just a minute, Mr. Hot Fingers. Did you order lunch also, a freebie? Oh, man, what a bunch of freeloading butt plugs we got. That's all right. You're more than entitled. After that brilliant payphone challenge this morning. Was that Jazz's old squeeze, that one that you had there tied up with the gag order? We have an open line on the green line, 1-800-944-9463. So I got my meat and my provolone there in the thing. I don't have to worry about going out and getting the stuff that's going to make me do a big thing in the middle of the show anyway. Because the audience is getting tired of me, like, making excuses and running downstairs and doing a video right in the middle of the show, right? I think so. I would believe so. So we still haven't given away, that must be some great movie, like the guy said, huh? Disclosure. I want to get rid of it. I want to get rid of it. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to see it, especially with Michael Douglas. See, I did like Michael Douglas on Streets of San Francisco with Carl Malden and the Big Nose. But then he started trying to pretend to be a sex pot in all those movies, and oh, my God. Put the clothes back on, Michael. Who are you kidding? You're too damn Jewish and hairy. It's 11:23 at WIOD. Even Jennifer agrees. He's too Jewish and too hairy. It's big, and Michael Douglas. Oh, yeah, she says, forget that. What did she say?
Yes, he heard about Luis Miguel and Daisy Fuentes.
What about him? And you're believing that? You believe it? You're the news director and you believe that? Oh, my God, Jennifer. It's big and it's back, Jennifer. You asked for it and you got it. For how long? Maybe for 20 minutes.
Suck my d***. We're not talking about women. We're not talking about women.
When I was a strapping young buck, I wore Levi's 501 jeans so tight you could tell my religion. I'm a Baptist.
Elmer Johnson tells us about his pants.
Yep, that was the style back then. I really packed them, too. All the dollies used to call me Elmer Big Huge Thing in His Trousers Johnson.
In fact, Elmer Johnson tells us more than we ever wanted to know about his pants.
Then I got a little older, put on some weight, so I started wearing Levi's Deckers. I could still fill out a pair of pants, though, but with age comes respect, so people called me Mr. Elmer Big Huge Thing in His Trousers Johnson.
Levi's knows that as you get older, your body changes, and your wardrobe has to change with it. That's why in addition to our Levi's jeans and Deckers, we've added a new trouser line for seniors called Duffers.
Now that I'm an old man, my body ain't what it used to be, so now I wear Duffers. But by God, I can still pack a pair, just not the way I used to. That's why the people at the home call me Mr. Who Made a Big Stinky in His Trousers Johnson.
New Duffers from Levi's with convenient, easy-access zippers in front and back. The perfect pants to wear when you're old, shapeless, and incontinent. Duffers. Just think of them as big blue denim diapers with legs.
11:30 at WIOD. So here's a fax that says, George, tell Neil, the restaurant in Fort Lauderdale where you can smoke is Coco Pazzo. The Smokers is in the same restaurant. Great food, Italian, 2861 East Commercial. Great. Outstanding. Still not getting no info on that damn chromium perchlorate and that chromate. Did Bob send over a bunch of that chromate stuff yet so we can try it or not? And also this damn chicken. You know, I got to find out. We got to get a woman to call in, like somebody who's a shopper who knows what she's buying. Because this white meat chicken roll, it's good. It tastes good. It's like got the 0 carbs. It's, you know. But 3 slices have 440 milligrams of sodium. That's like a lot of salt. Now everybody's saying, oh, it's going to clog your arteries, and you're going to be saying a clog all day, and you're going to have like a fart attack. I don't think so. I think it's okay. It doesn't have no nitrites in it. Is that okay? Because when you buy that stuff, now, what's going on in the other room?
Suck my dick.
Oh, okay.
Well, you said chicken. We thought you were talking about
No, I was not. I absolutely... See, you got a one-track mind in there right now, okay? Will you just leave that poor thing alone? Here's a mobile in Boca. Hello.
Yeah, hey, Neil. First-time caller.
All right.
Season ticket holder to the Panthers, Marlins, and Dolphins.
Yes?
And
boy, he's really got you coming and going.
No, he's got... If he goes, I go.
Yeah.
I'm sitting with a bill right now for $3,000 for the Marlins.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't got a rat's prayer of getting a penny out of me if they
a
move
dead
the
rat, plastic rat's prayer.
A plastic rat's. Why?
Okay.
Wouldn't it be great, though? Why don't you put all my friends have been asking me to call in and talk to you.
Yeah.
Put a move together that guys who have Marlin tickets or Dolphin tickets don't renew the Marlin tickets if he moves to the Panthers.
Great. I love it.
All right?
That's a good idea.
Do it, and we'll be behind you.
You know something? We ought to like spread this to every radio station, every newspaper.
Absolutely.
I bet you some of the sports writers might pick up on it.
Hit him where it hurts.
That's right. Let's start hitting Wayne in the pocket and show him that we think he can take all the stuff and stick it up his ass.
Wouldn't it be something if we were able to prevent that team from moving?
Yes.
All right?
Okay.
Do it, and you got a bunch of backers behind you.
All right, pal.
Bye-bye.
See ya. I'm looking behind me. They're all behind me. They're like several yards, thank goodness. But that is a good idea. Until we get like our arena, until we get some promise that the Panthers are staying here, we're not going to get jerked around. That is, if you got any of those forms to renew your Marlin tickets, your Dolphin season tickets for next year, I just kind of hold it out. You know, when in doubt, hold it back. Hold it out. I mean, I can't influence all that many people, obviously, because I'm trying desperately to fill up that goddamn arena for just one game would be nice, okay, for hockey. I mean, the basketball people, well, they got that 7'10" freak on there for $11 million, and they got the coach with the slick back hair, so right away the first game was a sellout, although even that game was not a sellout until till game day, till game time. My dentist told me he walked up and bought tickets right at the box office on game day. How do you like that? For a Heat game on opening day. But because they had made the big trade just the day before, so naturally all the hype about it, they were able to sell out the first game. And last night did look pretty jam-packed. I saw about 30 seconds of it and talked to people who were there. But according to the paper this morning, there were like a few hundred empty seats, and it wasn't, it was not a sellout for sure. But just one hockey game would be so great that we could sell it out and just, But I've done everything I can. In the meantime, that guy's got a great idea, and I'm all for it, and I'll do whatever it takes, okay? Just to give it back to Wayne. There you go, Wayne, right in your puss. Here's Miami. Hello. Miami is gone? Can't be. Imposible. Buenos dias. Здравствуйте. They're potchking around in the back there. Do you hear it? Hola. You lose. Open line in Dade, 751 WIOD, and on the green line, 1-800-944. So tomorrow, first hour, Best of Neil, second and through the from 11 to 2, The Worst of Randy, Randy's last show on WIOD, a really low blow, a nasty, miserable, obnoxious, disgusting, but might be entertaining cut. Cut, I said. Here's Sunrise. Hello.
Good morning, Neil.
Yes, sir?
How you doing?
Okay.
Let me start off, first of all, just so there's no shock. I want the video.
All right. There we go. That'll be the end of these calls, yes?
No shame in this one, okay?
Well, there's no problem with that. I'm trying to get rid of it. I don't want it.
Oh, yeah, I'll take it. Demi Moore's pretty hot.
Yeah, she's all right.
I've seen it before. It's pretty good. Yeah.
They still look the same. They still got the knobs in the same place.
And, obviously, since I won't be supporting Blockbuster Video anymore, I'll have to have something to watch on my VCR.
Right, that's a good excuse.
And I got a suggestion for Wayne, besides sucking my Brian Cox. I'd like him to bulldoze that waste of time Blockbuster Video games and golf, okay? It's a rip-off, it's a joke,
and it also creates like a traffic jam. The people that drive in and out of there are like all nuts, and they all drive back and cause a lot of accidents.
And their Broncos and their, Explorers and their Camrys and all that crap.
And their Jeep Cherokees, yeah.
Oh, on the way to the Dolphin game and Home Depot and all that. Oh, jeez, what a... I hate the Dolphins, and I can't stand the Marlins, so they're never going to get any tickets out of me.
Yeah.
But damn it, if he moves the Panthers, I'm really going to be fuming.
Yeah. We're going to stick it to him, man.
Yeah.
You better not move our Panthers, Wayne, or we're going to let you have it, baby.
He blows, man. I was the
we're
guy...
We're going to poop in our garbage bags just to get even with that Southern Sanitation. How do you like that, Baldy?
Oh, I'm telling you. I was the guy at the Fashion Mall, with Sunday with the Panthers jersey. I just bought tickets for, Saturday's game.
Right.
And I just... I'm so pissed, man.
And now they're talking like, well, forget about that. It's a done deal. There's nothing we can do. They're fighting for the heat. Miami wants the heat, and Broward wants the heat, and Harrison is saying this and that, and all this other, talking out of both sides of his ass. But it's kind of like it's a done deal now. Well, too bad. We tried, and that's it. Please. Some major effort, boy, I'll tell you.
You couldn't get me to a Heat game with a gun to my head.
Exactly. Watching a bunch of 7-foot freaks jamming the ball, baby.
His day started by hijacking a yellow school bus. When last seen, he was covered with a yellow tarp on a sidewalk in Miami Beach. 610 WIOD News was there. Our listeners were there. A combination that adds up to the best news in South Florida. News, talk, and entertainment radio. 610 WIOD.
I know that the Lord even loves Neil Rogers.
Grab my junior, honey.
Tired of the same boring old communion wafers at Hollywood?
What was that? Did you see that? What was that?
I heard it.
Huh? I think the goddamn Exorcist is in our CD player.
Tired of the same boring old communion wafers at Holiday Mass?
Open wide, Billy, and prepare to receive thy Savior.
Oh, geez, Father O'Malley, wafers again?
Now, Billy, this isn't just any wafer.
It's not?
No, through the divine miracle of transubstantiation, I've turned this ordinary wafer into the divine blessed body of Christ.
Well, why does the body of Christ have to taste so yucky?
Spice up your next communion with new Christ-A-Roni. Christ-A-Roni is a special blend of rice, spices, and seasonings, plus a bit of the body of Christ in every fluffy forkful. And Christ-A-Roni cooks up perfect every time, as he should.
Can I have some more Christ, Father?
That's Christ-A-Roni, Billy.
Amen to that.
Christ-A-Roni, the transubstantiation treat.
You son of a bitch.
1143 at WIOD, your devout station. We have one open line. We have an open line in Broward, 524-9463. The green line's Gornish Tuffin, man. All we get, like I said, is a bunch of rejects on those green lines. That's because they're for, like, Palm Beach and the rest of the state, which makes us feel a hell of a lot better about Dayton Broward. We may have our problems. We may be losing our hockey team. We may have some serious problems with, like, decadence and decay and rot. But I got news for you. We're like hotshots compared to, like, Palm Beach and the rest of the state. Especially like over there in Tampa, where they're programming for the American Fecal Association, and they're letting them decide what's on the air and who's on the air and what they can say. And by the way, when's Don and Mike and Ron coming back on the air in this market, right? Right. Yeah. Oh, man, here it is, the middle of November already. Remember way back early in the year? Oh, yeah, they're coming back on any day. I just talked to this one. Yeah, okay. Tell us another, Bubba Micey, pal. Here's a mobile in Miami. Hello.
Yes, Neil.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
Okay.
Boy, what a brain you got. You can rattle and rattle. God,
I just ramble. When you're full of it, man, it flows out like a river.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
I tell you, I happen to be, I won't mention, it's a product I just got a patent on, and someone said to me, well, I know Neil Rogers, not Neil Rogers, but Wayne Huizenga's son. So he presented it to him. He says, well, if you want, get a package together, and you present it to one of my father's people, and he'll look at it. I happen to be talking to my lawyer. He says, stay away from that man. He will rob your eyeballs.
Yeah.
You will be lucky.
He will steal your balls, yeah.
He may let you have half the company.
Mm-hmm.
He says, and his money's going to rule, and he said, you'll be talking to yourself 6 months later.
That's right.
Don't waste your time. But we had an opportunity to move our product up, our production up to Boca. But we've got some people in Vegas that want us to move out there.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take your recommendation. I'm going to take the Vegas move.
Now you're talking.
Yeah, that's
now
the
you're
way.
making a lot of sense, man.
In fact, the people I was talking to, I happened to be talking about you, and they said, why doesn't he remote his program? You can settle in Vegas and remote it back to Florida. You still keep your same
You know
base.
something? That sounds like a great idea. God, does that sound like a hell of a great idea?
We had people, when I was living
Move
up
to
in New York.
Vegas. Probably the casino would love for me to do the show live right from like the MGM Grand or the Caesars or one of those great casinos. Do the show right from there. Talk to some like famous people. Talk to some living and breathing people.
Even
And
to
just
infamous
satellite the
people.
show back from there and live there.
Yeah.
Oh, what a brilliant idea.
Years ago up in New York, we used to have a show
In
on
addition
TV.
to which,
They were around New Rochelle, New York.
In addition to which, let's see, 10 to 2 out there would be like 7 to 11 in the morning. So I'd be off the air at 11 o'clock. I'd have the whole rest of the day to lose my salary.
Yep. He says he could do it. He could remote it.
I love it.
If it came to it, I mean, we know you're making good bucks. Take a little cut and let to help pay the expenses.
Take a little cut. Let them go. Well, are you crazy?
Yeah.
Take a little cut.
Yeah.
You're dreaming, man.
Oh, you had that. You made a little cut at the Brisk. All right, I remember.
Yeah.
Okay, I was there.
I took a big cut.
Yeah. But I'll tell you, that was it. When she told me that, I said, if I get on the air, I'm going to mention it to Neil. It was
Okay.
it's always a possibility.
Something for me definitely to put in my under my skull cap.
Yes. Okay, Neil.
Okay,
Have a
good luck,
one.
pal.
Good.
See ya. Good.
10 WIOD. Odd, outrageous, and shockingly weird.
We're not talking about women.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Oh. I love it. I love it. Woo, I'm wet.
We're not talking about women.
Okay, 11:51 at WIOD. We have an open line in Dade, 751. We got 2 in Broward, 524, and a green line, and a whole bunch of them now. It's getting to, why is it every day when it gets close to noon hour, these people think it's time to eat lunch? Is there something wrong with you or what? And you notice all the women calling up, giving me all the information about, they know nothing, okay? Trying to find out about shopping in the market, you know, and getting the sliced chicken roll as opposed to buying it in a package with all the salt in it. They know nothing. And if they do, they're keeping it a big secret. Here's Key Largo. Hello.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
Okay.
I see you all the time in the arena.
I beg your pardon?
I always see you at the arena.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I sit just down below you.
Okay.
And I'm very upset. I just called the Marlins. I canceled my baseball season ticket.
Oh, all right.
So that's that. And I'm very upset with...
Great. Let's start a big movement, man. Let's stick him in a pocketbook where it really pinches him the most, this bald-headed geek.
Are you going down tonight?
No, I'm not.
No?
I'm not going to be here. I'm going to be out of town this weekend.
Well, I'm going down with a big sign.
But there will be people in my seats, though. I don't like those empty seats.
No, of course. Listen, what should I put on my sign? Hygiene sucks? Or,
That would be good.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I'm going outside and stand on those steps.
Or how about Wayne, suck my duck? That would be good.
Listen, did you ever get down the Keys?
No, I have never been to the Keys.
Oh, you should.
Proud
It's
to
pretty nice.
say.
But anyway, I thought I'd let you know that guy that had the idea of canceling the Marlin tickets, that kind of stuff, right on.
You're first in line.
Listen, I am.
Okay.
And we love you very much.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Nice going. There you go. You see, it just starts with one, then there's another one. They say, hey, this is a good idea. Let's stick it to them, okay? I mean, let's face it, the Marlin thing, it's really hot out there. It's humid. It's stuffy. It's boring. What was that? Oh, that line is still on there. I like that, though. That was good. He had the radio on the back, and he was listening to his own voice.
Wayne
You son of a bitch.
Here's Miami. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Neil.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Okay.
I don't ever get to talk to you because I'm working all the time.
Yeah.
And I listen to you religiously.
But nevertheless.
I was down at the game at the Flyers, and them guys don't know nothing. The guest relations man, I was trying to find out something about the thing Sunday.
About the thing, yeah, about the skills competition, yeah.
Right. My son plays ice hockey up at Sunrise. I'm down here in West Kendall.
Right.
And, I thought it was something for the kids, so I was trying to find something about it, and nobody knew nothing.
Of course.
And I said, Neil's right. Nobody knows nothing.
That's right. You got it.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
But you got me turned on to hockey. That's the only sport I go to, and they're taking it away from us.
Yep.
That's terrible.
You search for something good all your life, you finally get your hands on it, and they yank you right out of there.
That's right. And my son's the first year he's playing. He's 12 years old. He's up there at Sunrise, but it's a long truck for me.
Yep.
But I heard they're but they're going to build an ice hockey down here in Cutler Ridge.
Yeah.
Hopefully, within the next year, I won't be making my hour trip every morning at Saturday morning at 5 o'clock to see my son
Just
play
a little
hockey.
skate, that's right.
And it was nice talking to you. I listen to you all the time. I listen to Rick and Suds, Phil Hendrie, and I want to call somebody a douchebag.
Yeah.
Donnie, you're a planting douchebag.
Okay.
Take it easy.
See ya.
Deal.
All right, pal. You're a little nervous, but nevertheless. So anyway, those women with the white schmatas on that George thought were nurses that are always begging for money, come to find out that they're not nurses at all. They're like part of some religious outfit, some cult, some soldiers of the cross. What is that? What is soldiers of the goddamn cross? Also, by the way, Borders Books, which I told you, Borders Books, Music, and et cetera, is going to be opening in Fort Lauderdale like in just a few days, and it's going to be right by the Galleria. We'll have the exact address like coming. It's coming. But right by the Galleria. Here's Miami Beach on a purple line. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Boy, he was nervous.
He was a little nervous, but yeah.
I have an excellent hockey story which touches all your bases, I promise.
Okay, let's touch it.
Okay, I'm actively involved in hockey down here. I play, I coach. Last August, I guess, a couple months ago, I had the opportunity to play with Ed Jovanowski.
Uh-huh.
Great kid.
Yeah.
And most of us don't take showers after the games because we live in the area and we go home. So he was on his way out.
I don't think Mandage would approve of that.
Oh, no, not at all. You'll like this, though.
Okay.
So there happens to be a shower facility. It's the rink up in North Miami. So he comes out of the shower, stark-ass naked. An incredible physical specimen.
Yeah.
He asked if anyone has a towel.
Yeah.
Nobody had a towel. He continued to stand there naked. We were somewhat in awe. Honestly.
Yeah.
And you can ask me anything you want. Believe me, I can give you the answer.
Really?
Honestly. But nice kid.
Does it have like a little pimple on the end?
That close I did not guess.
Oh, okay.
Did not. But he's a good kid. He hits hard.
Yeah. I love what he did to Brindamore the other day, boy. It was a good, clean check. He knocked his socks right off, man.
Absolutely.
He stuck his ass right down there. It was a great check.
Oh, it was a clean check.
Yep.
And Brindamore came after him later in the game, and Jovanowski stood his ground.
That's right. He bounced him off like a rubber ball off a brick wall.
He's not ready to drop the gloves yet. He still has a huge knot on his hand.
Yeah.
But
There's a huge knot?
Knot.
Yeah, on his gland?
Yes, on his gland.
Okay.
Yes, but you're not going to be at the game tonight.
No, I will not.
My son's playing between the first and the second period.
I'll be damned.
So,
well, I'm sure he'll do
anyway.
a great job even without me.
It is so huge.
Yeah.
Yes, that is true.
Okay, well, I'm glad you were in awe anyway.
I was in awe.
Have a great life, pal.
Bye-bye.
Good luck to us. Okay, Purple Line is open. He saw him stark naked, and he was in awe.
Yeah, the real question is, what locker room shower are you going to most likely be at?
Which one would you like me to be in?
Well, have you been in the shower at the Panthers?
Those are real men.
You jackass. 2 open lines in Dade, 751 WIOD, 2 in Broward. You know, just leave the mad dog alone already, will you? He's too busy with Brian in there in the shower, and they just got to finish up a little unfinished business. Here's Pembroke Pines. Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
This is Eddie.
Yeah, okay, great. Have a great life. Boynton Beach. Hello. Boynton Beach is gone. Okay, like I said, open line at Dade, 751, 2 in Broward, 524. They just all get lockjaw. Once the little hand's getting ready to hit the big hand, man, that's it. They're done. They're finished. They got lockjaw, baby. They're all done, including that Eddie asshole in Pembroke Pines who really ought to find a life desperately. Here's Miami. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Neil, how are you?
Okay.
Neil, let me ask you a question. It's not about sports.
Good.
Did you hear what happened with Colin Powell now that he's not running for president because his wife is worried that he'll get killed?
Are you kidding me? He's not running for president?
No.
No kidding.
Because of his wife.
Yeah, that's the first thing I mentioned on the air this morning, but nobody's talked about it, yes?
Oh, I just woke up a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
So how you doing, Neil?
So who cares whether he's running for president or not? Who the hell needs his ass?
That's true.
Who needs him?
Well, I don't need him.
Mr. Hotshot.
Who do you think is going to run now?
What do you mean who I think is going to run? Bob Dole and Bubba.
But do you think Clinton's going to run again?
Yeah, yes, he is.
Will you vote for him?
Yes, I will.
For Clinton?
Yes, I will.
Why?
Why, you going to vote for Bob Dole?
Yeah.
You're going to vote for the Dole man?
Anything's
the man
better
who's got
than
a
Clinton.
personality like a dead frog?
Anything's better than Clinton.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
How about Heinrich Himmler? How's that sound?
He's a jackass.
Yeah.
You know, Wayne Huizenga.
You ever see him and Bob Dole together?
No, Wayne Huizenga.
You ever see him together, Bob Dole and Heinrich Himmler?
No.
Yeah? Go back to sleep, pal. We have an open line in Dade, 751-9463. All of Broward is sitting there in a massive coma at 524-9463. 524-WIOD.
The only radio station that doesn't suck. 610 WIOD, Miami, Fort Lauderdale. News, talk, and entertainment radio. 610 WIOD.
Dumb jock.
Can I have a light, please?
Okay.
Okay, 1208 at WIOD. We got an open line in two of them in Dade, two of them in Broward, Purple Line. We got a whole bunch of them now because they're all busy eating out there and just sitting back laid out. That's okay with us. We don't really give a crap, to be honest with you, because it's already noon. This is a piece of cake now. Let's see. We got the IOD, the WIOD armored truck, that neat, that beautiful, that amazing thing. Right as I speak right now till 1 o'clock, it's at Big Daddy's Flanagan's 2505 North University Drive in Hollywood. You can zip over there and register. Just fill out the entry blank, register for that Kick Your Way to the Super Bowl thing we're doing. And then at 5 this afternoon, it'll be Flanagan's Bar and Grill, 2600 West Davie Boulevard, Fort Lauderdale. And tomorrow noon to 1 at Big Daddy's Flanagan's at 4 North Federal Highway in Hallandale.
Oi!
Should have a bunch of live ones for that, right? Okay, 751 WIOD in Dade. 524 Broward has especially been really repugnant with their behavior this morning, but that's not unusual. And, of course, that guy that called before about my starting this big thing, we had one guy who already had done it anyway with the tickets. One guy, this is the problem, trying to get people to get together in mass in this town and make any kind of a statement, do anything that means anything, because they don't give a crap, and that's why he's able to jank us around. Oh, and by the way, for that Julio that just called before, what a concept. Julio's for Republicans. Oh, that's unusual. But anyway, Channel 4 last night axed on the news. Did you see that? They were taking their own presidential poll since now, what's his name is out of the running, Colin Powell. And they had the likely matchup, which is going to be is Bubba against Dole. And the result they just put on there just now, Clinton 69%, Dole 31%. Oh! It's a landslide, baby. It's no contest. So if the Republicans want to make sure that Bubba gets in there again for 4 years, which I will go vote 10 times for Bubba, just put up that old dull Bob Dole, baby. It's a give it. It's a lock. Bet your life on it. Here's Boca. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I'm listening to the news station. Girl comes on and did this.
The news station?
Yeah, well, listen.
You were listening to the news station?
Oh, wait till you hear what she was saying.
Yeah.
They did a poll, if I can say that, on the number one reason why men get penile enlargement.
Yeah.
And you never guess what the number one answer was. And it wasn't for satisfaction of your partner. It was for satisfaction in the locker room.
What do you guys think about this penis thing?
Yeah. Well, that's right, because Mandich, if he looks down on you, if he frowns on it, man, you got big problems.
Oh, I know, and I figured it fit right in with Brian.
He's got a big mouth and loose lips sing ships. That's what Brian said.
Couldn't believe it, though. Number one for hanging out in the locker room.
That's right.
The main reason.
Got to impress the other guys. What does that tell you, huh?
I'm telling you, I agree.
Sounds a little fey to me. Have a great day, pal.
All right, bye.
Thanks for the good news. Okay, we're down to a precious few now. I better get Luis back out, because everybody's big into that movie, The Smell Game. What is the name of that movie? Sleepwalk? George? The one that Luis is in. What's the name of that movie?
Breathless.
Where the hell did I get Sleepwalk? Maybe with Santa and Johnny. Breathless? How come if it's breathless, it's not like Jerry Lee Lewis? All Luis, all day. On your Julio station for the 90s. Julio's for Bill Clinton right here. Sign up at the door. Julio's for freedom. Julio's for democracy. Julio's against fascism. Julio's against repression. Julio's against Neanderthal thinking. Julio's against sexism. Julio's against racism and bigotry everywhere. Julio's against homophobia, God forbid. Maricon. Julio's against each other, which we do see a lot of that, by the way, in the locker room. Right? Ooh, gee. That was bad.
Pero yo no dejo de pensar ni un minuto me logro despojar.
So when's Orlando getting married, by the way? We better get to him before it's too late.
Besos, tus abrazos, de lo bien que la pasamos.
So anyway, the best news of all, where did we hear that? That was on Entertainment Last Night Tonight, according to Adam. And they had a thing on there about O.J. of all things, and it come to find out that O.J. saw that movie Breathless and became it wasn't Breathless, was it? That's not what the guy said before. You're wrong. That's not the name of the movie. You jackass. It's like Speechless, Sleepless, Sleepwalk. It's not Breathless. George. What is the correct name of the movie? That's not it.
Speechless.
Oh, breathless.
Same thing.
Breathless. Oh, my God.
Why is everybody calling in here thinking this is the coast today?
What do they want?
I mean, inside lines, the talk lines.
All Luis on 97.3.
The Coast.
I'll tell you, they might have an audience if they put his ass on there, I'll tell you that. So anyway, Speechless, and O.J. saw the movie, and then he got fascinated with Luis Miguel. He was having a concert, I guess, wherever O.J. was, like maybe in L.A., and O.J. tried to get, like, some freebies, and he got shined twice. They had 2 different concerts. He tried to get in, like, free passes and backstage, the whole deal, and they shined his ass, said, get out of here. Oh! I love Luis even more now than ever before. You know what I'm saying? Attaboy, Louis. Don't hang out with the slime balls. Boy, what a voice, huh? What a puss.
You can get your Panthers season tickets by dialing this number. It's at the bottom of your screen there. See it? Just dial 1-800-EARL-LEAN. I don't know how to spell it, but you can.
Phil Hendrie, 2 to 6 p.m. on News, Talk, and Entertainment Radio. 610 WIOD.
Wrecked him? Hell, it damn near killed him.
He was the most famous lawman the West has ever known.
Look, it's Wyatt.
Hey, how you doing? Everything okay?
Fine, Wyatt. How are you?
Okay. Some called him a hero, others a rebel. In the end, he was a legend, dispensing his unique brand of frontier justice.
Nobody move. This is a holdup.
Not so fast, mister.
Wyatt, thank God you're here.
All right, you. Up against the wall.
I've heard about you, Marshal. They say you can kill a man with your breath.
They do?
Oh, my God. What did you have for lunch?
Oh, some onions, some garlic, and a Limburger shake.
Oh, he got me.
Kevin Costner stars in the story of the West's most legendary lawman and the gunfight with his brothers at the OK Corral.
All right, Wyatt, it's me and the Clinton gang against you and your brothers. Draw!
Ready, boys?
Ready.
Ready?
Ready.
Okay. Let him have it. Lawrence Kasdan presents Wyatt Burp. Like you didn't see that one coming. Wyatt Burp, coming soon to a theater near you.
Okay, 12:18 at WIOD on a really nifty Friday, which is really a Thursday, but sure feels a hell of a lot like Friday to me for some reason. I can't put my finger on it. Here's a mobile in Pompano. Hello.
Hey, Neil, how are you?
Great.
Hey, listen, what I was wondering is, I've been playing hockey most of my life, and who the hell's going to watch hockey in Nashville?
Nobody.
Well, I think it's
Even the Japanese never saw a bomb this big. I'll tell you that right now. I guarantee you can go to the bank on it.
It doesn't, none of this is making any sense at all.
Yeah.
And I'm really distraught over it.
Right.
Can you help me?
Can I help you with what?
I'm just so distraught.
How's that? Feel better?
There you go.
Okay.
I feel 100% better.
Okay, pal.
Hey, Neil, can I call someone douchebag?
Yeah.
Tom Braga, you're a Swiss cheese goalie douchebag.
Okay.
Thank you.
See ya. There's a guy who shoots a lot. We have an open line in Dade, 751. The 2 green lines, Palm Beach. It's really a sad, sorry situation up there in Palm Beach, ain't it? I wonder if the goddess has heard. I'm sure she has because she listened to the show on her way to work to get some material. But I love you personally, Randy, but this is business, I guess, and it's not my idea. And it's Steve, what's his name again? Dickel. He's diddling around again. He's getting that attitude going once again. The worst of Randy tomorrow on the last 3 hours of the show. The first hour is the best of Neil. Last 3 hours, the worst of Randy. Her last show on WIOD. And it's almost worth staying around in town just to hear that when she says,
Broward!
That ought to be pretty good. Or when she says,
Okay.
Here's Kendall. Hello.
Good morning, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Great show today.
Uh-huh.
Rip that damn Huizenga.
Screw him.
That son of a
Screw
bitch.
his ugly, bald-headed, pimply-faced ass.
My question, I only got one question.
Yes?
When Jim and Brian go into the shower, what does Brian tell Jim?
We have 2 open lines in Dade, 751-9463, 75. I love these people that do these little setups, these little talk-ups, like I'm going to, do stuff on cue, like they're orchestrating the goddamn show.
Suck my dick.
Here's Pembroke Pines. Hello.
That was a good effort.
Yeah. Pretty lame, I thought.
Silly, but a good effort.
Yeah, very lame.
Hey, Neil, did you hear about the dude in California who bit into the taco?
With the frog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
It could have been worse. He could have come to Hollywood, Florida, and seen a frog. You know what I'm saying?
How does a French-Canadian fit in a taco?
Good question.
You know?
Maybe the price was right.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. I like it. We have an open line in Dade, 751, one in Broward, 5249463, and one on the green line, 1-800-WE-DON'T-CARE. We're up here in Palm Beach. Oh, and that's the other story. This millionaire up there in Palm Beach keeps hawking at Chinik. Oh, he's very interested in buying the team, and it's going to be the West Palm Panthers. I got news for you. I'm going to say it again. As much as I love him, I mean, hockey is my life. I live, I die. I watched the Penguins beat up on Ottawa last night. I saw some of the Rangers. Tampa Bay blew that game. I saw a little bit of every game, mostly the Penguins, even though Doug McLeod was doing the game and Mike Lang had the night off. But, I mean, you know something? People are not going to be driving all the way up to West Palm Beach to go see the Panthers. Are you crazy? Are you out of your minds? God, these maniacs. What do you got there, Brett? Some more crap? Good. The crap just keeps on coming, baby. It never stops. Oh, look at this. Smoker dinner. What is that? Smoker dinner at where? What is that? Chart House. I don't know what the hell that's all about. Anyway, did I say it's 1221 at WIOD? We got more crap on that fax machine, man. It's amazing. It's frightening.
It snows and the wind blows right through you. They lost the World Series. They lost Jazz McKay. And now they've lost their football team. Tragic trip number 9. The mistake by the lake. Listen for this sound. See ya. And qualify for tragic trip number 9. Oh my God, it's Cleveland. From News, Talk, and Entertainment Radio. 610 WIOD.
Hey, stupid!
Hey, asshole.
Cecil B. DeMille directed Charlton Heston in the classic The Ten Commandments.
Yo, check it out. Now Cecil B. DeMille directs O.J. Simpson in The 9 Commandments, because that 10th one don't hold up in a court of law, know what I'm saying? Yo, check it out. In the first movie, the Pharaoh was this bad dude, right? In our flick, it's the fur man that's the heavy.
No. In the last 10 years, I have not used the Moses word.
The 9 Commandments, where Moses' defense team parts an ocean of evidence. In the 10 Commandments, Moses sets his people free. Check it out. In the 9 Commandments, Moses' people set his ass free.
We, the jury, find the prophet way too rich and good-looking to be guilty of anything, Your Honor.
Yo, it's the 9 Commandments. Check it out. If you don't know which one's missing, man, you must have been on the motherfucking jury.
You son of a bitch.
Okay, 1227 at WIOD. That thing is always just in case, always standing by. Anyway, here it is right in print, so it must be true, maybe, not. Latin heartthrob Luis Miguel may have turned down Daisy Fuentes' marriage proposal, but not for long. He took her to Tiffany's, and they picked out a $68,000 diamond engagement ring, which he wore right out the door. She wore it right out the door at the end of his foot. So which night are the guys coming in? That's the question. Open line at Broward, 524-WIOD. You better call it right now, man, or you may miss out your big chance. Here's a mobile in where? In Miami. Hello?
Hi, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Listen,
yeah.
I'm calling you from Nashville. I know what he's talking about, Miami.
Yeah, right.
And we just...
Right, how long you had that phony accent, man?
We just...
How long you had that phony accent, baby?
Just so glad that
how about getting your finger out of your brain, man? You're making like an air hole in there. The air going to blow in from the top down. Yeah, stick it up your eyes. We have an open line in Dade, 751-9463, 751-WID all the way. Did sound, pretty convincing. That sounded like the Nashville guy. Yeah, y'all going to love Nashville. Yep, that's what he said. And you know what else he said, didn't you? Which I think I already used, unfortunately, earlier, but it's always worth hearing again.
Corner special, isn't it?
Yeah. Here's the keys on the purple line. Hello.
Hey, Neil, how you doing?
How'd you like that guy, huh?
What a loser.
Yeah.
Go back to Nashville, loser. Hey, 30 pounds on the Atkins diet.
Oh!
The cops are flooding the keys, tell them to drive carefully. And one other thing, can you play How Much For a Hummer? Please.
Okay.
Have a good one, Neil.
$25. Open line on the purple line, pound IOD, one in Broward, 524-9463. What is he talking about? Where did he come up with something grotesque and disgusting like that? Like we really have something with a name like that? George? Where did he come up with that? Anyway, don't forget, we got the best of Randi from 11 to 2. Well, it's not the best of Randi. It's the worst of Randi, her last show on WIOD, and George is coming up with something really deep. What did she do, something like special, or is it just that nose job that got everybody bent out of shape?
How much for a kiss? How much for a kiss? Could I get it for a nickel? Could I get it for a quarter?
Yes!
It costs more money than I'll miss. How much for a hug? How much for a hug? Could I get it for a nickel? Could I get it for a quarter? It costs more money than I've got. How much for a quick feel? How much for a quick feel? Could I get it for a nickel? Could I get it for a quarter? And would I get a good deal? Can I touch your hiney? Can I touch your hiney?
Yes!
Could I touch it for a nickel? Could I touch it for a quarter? You wouldn't have to remind me. I've got no money to spend. Won't you be my friend? A dime could take us far. If you'll please get in my car, and I'll say to you, how much for a hum job? How much for a hum job? Could I get it for a nickel? Could I get it for a quarter? Can I afford a hum job? A hum job.
Doubt it. 12:30 at WIOD. So what the guy want to hear or what? Open line and the green line, 1-800-944-9463, 1-800-944-WIOD. We got the Miller Lite 610 kick the crap out of the football contest. We got the damn trip to Cleveland, the tragic trip. We got the thing with the best of Randy. We got all kinds of stuff up in the air, baby, including the silly little signs that are flying over every event in town. What's the next event that's going to happen, huh? Where they're going to be flying a thing over? The annual nose-picking parade in Perrine. Here's Fort Lauderdale. Hello.
Hey, good afternoon, Neil.
Buenas tardes, amigo. ¿Cómo está?
Doesn't this country have any memory about Bob Dole, that he single-handedly lost the election for Jerry Ford back in '76?
That is absolutely correct, sir.
I mean, he's an embittered loser.
He is a born loser, and he's a professional loser, and he's a chronic loser.
I know, and I'll tell you, he's a scary individual.
In addition to which, being a very old man who, goes with the wind, whichever way, and of course, now that the right wing's got a hold of him, he is sufficiently being the super moralist and dictating what's going to be on TV and who's going to watch this and becoming a real radical born-again right-winger, and screw him.
Oh, yeah, we would be a military state.
Right.
He's
what do you mean
the
would
most
be?
dangerous person out there right now.
He's what?
One of the most dangerous persons.
One of the most.
In his
He's not quite Bob Dornan and Pat Buchanan, but he's getting close.
Yeah, I just want to pass the word on him.
Okay, pal.
Okay, Neil, bye.
See ya. Rest in peace, pal. Don't worry about it. No problem. Bob Dole, a born loser, be a landslide. So anyway, we got, what's his name is on there? Cole and Nick. Cole is naked. Nick has still got the shirt on, but that'll come off. He's got a schmata on his head. Nick with a schmata on his head.
Oh!
That's right. They're working out there on the farm, baby. They're like belting a few. Look at that. Nick is being the towel boy. That's a cute thing. Here's Miami. Hello.
Yes. Shame me into calling you after months that I got a free tape from you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
For what? What'd I give you?
One of your Columbia House tapes. True Lies.
Great. And was it any good?
Yeah, it's a great film.
How do you like that? And I bet you George was very efficient, and you got it in just like a couple of days.
All he wanted was personal vital information.
There you go. Shoe size?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, all I can say is you're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
And have a great life.
Thank you.
Okay, so he didn't have anything to say except thank you, but there's something nice about saying thank you, like somebody really cares, as opposed to most of the freebies that we give away that nobody even ever bothers to call, say, thank you, we really enjoyed it and had a great time. There are a few who do, like the tickets to the games and stuff like that, like maybe 1 out of every 10. And the rest of them, it's like, well, what are we getting now? That was pretty good, but what do we got now, huh? Here's a lady in Plantation Acres. Hello.
Hi, Neil. Finally.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I've met you a couple of times at the game, and I got to give you a spy report from the Marlins, who we used to be season ticket holders. They keep calling my house.
Yeah.
And I got this guy named Andy Major on the phone who thought he knew everything about everything.
Yeah.
And he's giving me a whole big argument because I tried to explain to him that in business, if anybody's in business and they have a loss, especially somebody in Huizenga's position, he's not losing anything. We're the ones who are paying for his losses and his tax write-offs. So the guy's giving me a whole hard time saying I don't know what I'm talking about and that he's really upset that the hockey's leaving and this whole 9 yards. For half an hour, he's trying to keep me on the phone to renew the Marlins tickets. And I told him, forget it. We're having a petition going around the arena tonight for everybody who has season tickets to any other of Huizenga's holdings, and we're going to try to get everybody to sign it, and nobody wants to go.
I love it. Great.
And by the way, did you get your toilets fixed?
I'm still waiting for Izzy. He's a little bit slow.
Because my husband does that. We live right near you in the acres.
Well, stand by, because if Izzy don't get his act together the next few days, I may have to give him a call.
Okay, Okay, you want me to leave my number?
No, I'll let you know.
Okay, very good, Neil. Enjoy your time.
Okay, good luck on that thing. That's a great idea.
Okay, we're going to work on it.
Good for you.
Do the best we can. Thanks,
Great.
Neil.
See ya.
Bye.
There you go. Somebody's taking a ball by the horn, huh? They're taking a ball in their hand.
Wood can't keep his pecker in his pants.
Oh, my gosh.
Some days, everything takes more time than you expect. Fortunately, dinner doesn't have to be that way. Because in 30 minutes or less, you can put together a beef dinner your family will think took hours to prepare. That's why at Arlene's house, the kids are starting to feel a little queasy after wolfing down their chili mac. And across town, the Bradfords are gathered round the toilet bowl, vomiting up the last of their beefy enchiladas. And even now, Ben and Carol Baker are thinking about that funny-tasting meatloaf they had for dinner while they're being rushed in an ambulance to the emergency room with the worst stomach cramps of their lives. You see, in 30 minutes or less, you may be able to put together a beef dinner. But given all the prep time involved, you won't have time to actually cook it. Raw beef and E. coli. It's what's for dinner.
20 till 1 at WIOD, Dateline Open Air. If you jump on it quickly, man, if you really move fast, baby, 751-9463, 751 WIOD. Here's Boca. Hello. Boca. See, I don't even know why you put the Palm Beach people on there. They're never there. It's just,
I'm not answering them anymore.
Screw them. Here's Bay Harbor. Hello.
Hello, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Hi, this is Gary from Boston, the hockey coach.
Yes, Gary.
How are you?
Okay.
Did the hockey jersey fit?
Did it fit?
Yeah.
And then some.
Quick analysis of the Huizenga thing. What he's really missing the boat on is the kids, and that's what they got.
What do you mean what he's missing the boat on? You think he cares about that?
Yeah, well, that's
he doesn't care about that.
It's amazing if you could see the influence that he has on the kids. The team has on the kids. They've got everything from the hats, the shirts. They talk about hockey all the time.
That's right. He don't care.
That's amazing. Well, want to call and say hello. Sorry you're not going to be at the game tonight. I heard earlier that you're going to be out of town.
Right.
But we'll see you at some point, hopefully soon. Stop by and say hello and have a good vacation.
Okay, well, tell the kids Wayne says he's sorry.
All right, Neil.
Okay, pal.
Thanks, man. Bye.
He's the Grinch that stole hockey, baby. That's Wayne for you. So what were you saying about that woman that called before? We have an open line in the green lines that if there's any... I think anybody up there is going to call and, say anything or even make a guttural sound. 1-800-944-9463. You people in Palm Beach, man, the biggest bunch of losers I have ever seen in my life. Sorry ass. But when the passion bitch is on there...
Oh, Aaron, I don't know. I've got this very tiny penis and everybody laughs at me.
That kind of stuff. WIOD.
Stop that queer.
Yeah, there we go. But weak. Very weak now. You better work on it, okay? Really better work on it. WIOD.
Baba boy.
1-800-944. See, if you really prod them a little bit, they can come up with a good material. 1-800... WIOD.
Well, that must have been my call that you heard to Aaron about the small penis.
That was it.
That was me.
You don't have to feel bad. You got a lot of company. Yeah, and that's it. WIOD.
You son of a bitch.
Let's do a mobile in Miami. Hello.
Neil.
Yeah.
How you doing, buddy?
Okay.
Listen, I'm pissed off about losing the Panthers, too, but that's not going to stop me from going to the games the rest of this year.
No, me either.
Nobody
is suggesting that, sir. No one is suggesting that. We're not going to abandon the Panthers just because of goddamn Wayne Huizenga. Me.
I think they're really playing over their head, and I think they got a chance to, show a lot of people.
That's because they got a great coach who can motivate these guys and really put a spark under their ass. Look what he did for Niedermeyer, man. This kid was asleep until Doug McClain got here.
Really? At least
he woke these guys up.
You used to look at the bench from before, and it looked like a morgue over there. Now it looks like
especially the coach. He used to stand there with that wrinkled-up pussy. You never knew if it was a mannequin or the real thing.
Yeah, I wanted to thank you for the tickets for the last game. Flyer game. It was a great game.
That was a good one to be there for, man. It was a dynamite third period. It was scintillating.
Oh, it was.
It was electrifying.
And there was a few more people, but we need to fill it up, baby.
Exactly.
All right, Seamus request?
Yes?
LPGA?
All right.
Thank you.
See ya. WIOD. WIOD.
If the Panthers leave, Wayne dies.
Open line and date. I told you the good calls come on the Palm Beach lines. 1-800-944-9463. We don't want to start getting butch, boss. We don't want to make any threats, but guess what? Here's Hellendale. Hello.
Hello, Doctor.
Uh-huh.
It hurts when I do this.
Open line in the Broward. See, you pushed it too far, pal. You pushed it a little bit too far. 52494. Oh, look at that. WIOD.
Can I speak to Howard?
WIOD.
Hello, Neil?
Yes.
Listen.
WIOD.
Neil.
Yes.
You can't do best of tomorrow. You know why? You know that cute...
That's that asshole. Asshole Greg. WIOD. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that shocking to you that the people in Palm Beach, what do we got, like 400 listeners up there? And no matter what it might be, unless it's a giveaway or an opportunity to show their ass to the world, they can't do it. But give them an opportunity to do either or both. And, man, it's astonishing. It's amazing. And let me tell you something, Greg. No matter how desperate we might be on any show on this radio station, you're still out, okay? You're out, Greg. WIOD.
Lock it in.
WIOD.
You gave me herpes.
But the price was right. Who are we doing here? Oh, wait, wrong line. Mobile in Oakland Park. Hello.
Hello, Neil.
Yes, sir?
Leaving town. Just wanted to call and thank you for the 5 years of great radio.
What do you mean you're leaving town? You mean like permanently?
Yeah, I couldn't.
You're leaving town?
I couldn't take it anymore.
You're leaving us?
I'm
You're
gone.
leaving this tropical paradise?
I'm going to Nose Pick City.
Where's that?
Indianapolis.
Oh. Well, you got Bob and Tom up there anyway. Got a great radio show.
They are great.
Yes, they are.
They're good. Hey, I just want to have never called you. Listen to you. Been a fan for 5 years. And you're right.
Well, you're not leaving now, are you?
Tomorrow's my last day.
You're leaving in the middle of November to go up north? What a masochist. What a maniac. In Indianapolis in the middle of the goddamn wintertime?
Go figure.
Yeah.
That's all I had. I've got no material.
Okay, take a lot of Cipro with you.
Will do.
Okay, good luck.
Uh-huh.
Okay, there he goes. Good luck to our paisan. Another one leaving town. It sounded like he was under the age of 100 and might have an IQ bigger than his goddamn member. How do you like that? He's gone. They're leaving. They're leaving. It's 1246 at WIOD.
610 WIOD. 1,000 milligrams of aspirin is not enough.
Portions of this program brought to you by Mr. Queen All-Purpose Cleanser. Mr. Queen makes everything smell pretty. And now, back to our show.
Are you?
What's the matter with lesbian golfers? Can't you tell we really love hitting balls? The only thing that separates us from the men is the country club's bathroom stalls. I love my girlfriend, who's also my caddy. She's the femme, I'm the butch, she calls me daddy. Muff dive at 5, tuna taco, alright, but still ladies golf to me. My favorite hole that doesn't have any number, a green or a fairway. Don't sweat me 'cause I'm a snapper, lapper. I play golf and I'm gay.
You son of a bitch.
I missed my tee time, got caught in the clubhouse. Lesbian golf is the only kind with dugouts. I'm gay, let's play LPGA. It's still ladies golf to me. Riders disgrace, chicks sit on my face, and still ladies golf to me.
1251 at WIOD. Happy Thursday. It's a hell of a day, baby. We got an open line in Dade, 751. How's the crank lines coming? WIOD.
Hank hates you.
Okay. Boy, man, it's been a long time, huh? It's been a long time, pal. Jesus, holy crap. Here's West Palm Beach on a purple line. Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
What's up, man?
I don't know, man.
Finally.
You tell us.
French-Canadian.
Yeah?
And I've been listening to you for 5 years.
You're a French-Canadian? You're a frog?
Yes, sir. Hey, cart this up.
Yeah?
Mange la marde, tabarnak. That's a good one.
What?
Mange la marde, tabarnak.
Okay.
You got it, man.
Okay, pal.
All right, see ya.
Get out of town. What the hell was that? What was that? Oh, that's what that was. I thought you said something about a Big Mac. Oh, it was a French-Canadian black guy with a bow tie that was standing up in McDonald's on the thing hawking a China about the high prices. Is that what it was? Here's Plantation. Hello.
Tickets for...
Let's do Fort Lauderdale. Hello. Okay. Boy, they're smoking now. They're smoking it. Pembroke Pines. Hello.
Hello, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Did you hear about Luis Miguel buying a 75?
I just got through reading that like 5 minutes ago. Turn on the radio, pal. Get out of here, you jackass. Here's, what do we do? You're not moving here fast enough for me. Here's Homestead. Hello.
Hey, look, how you doing?
Okay.
Listen, by the way, I've been to Nashville before on business, and there is no hockey base there.
There's no human. There is no human base there. There's nobody there who's alive who's not a redneck and a nose picker.
You know, there's a lot of good things about the town, but I
like
don't
what?
feel hockey was going to
like what?
The people that like the country music.
Oh God!
That's about it. Really.
Woo-hoo.
That's about it. Other than that, it's a nice place to visit, but you wouldn't want to live there.
I have lived there for a month.
Well, that's enough.
That was more than enough. Like 4 weeks more.
Anyways, I wanted to ask you, can I go back to Saturday or Tuesday night against the Flyers?
Yeah.
No one had what you could almost a breakaway and got pulled down. Why wasn't that a penalty shot?
You just got through saying it. Almost a breakaway.
Almost. Okay.
Almost only counts in horseshoes and quoits.
So you have to have a couple of steps on the defender.
You have to have like a full step. You have to be in the clear, and then if they pull you down from behind, that's a penalty shot.
Okay. And lastly, ugliest hockey player, Rod Brindamore, without a doubt. Even with his nose busted.
He's right in the running, I'll tell you that. Although Sergio Momesso give him a hell of a run for it.
Good point. Have a good vacation.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I'm not going on vacation yet, by the way. I'm just not going to be here tomorrow. I'll be here Monday. Don't get all panicky and nervous and psychotic. Although vacation is soon on the heels of that, like very soon. But I'm not going on vacation yet, okay? It's just a holiday tomorrow. Everybody else is going to be screwing off tomorrow, so why the hell should I be here, right? Phil won't be here tomorrow. We got hours and hours. We got tape up the ass tomorrow, baby. That machine is going to be like grinding to a halt, just like the audience. We have an open line in Broward, 524-WIOD. Look at those green lines, man. They couldn't keep it up. WIOD.
Yes, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Why are you knocking everybody from Palm Beach County?
Because they're morons.
They're morons.
Because they're deadheads. They just don't move. They don't get off their ass. They just sit on their ass and look at the moon with their thumb up
Why
their
do you
butt.
say such things like that?
Because it's the truth.
It's not the truth. I've got something to talk about.
Well, what is it?
Let's talk about the Miami Dolphins.
Why is that?
Why not?
Who the hell cares about that?
I know you do.
No, I don't.
It's your favorite subject.
No, it is not. WIOD.
Yeah, Mobile in Elva.
Mobile in what?
Elva.
What is that?
It's a little town just outside of LaBelle.
Outside of LaBelle?
Yeah.
Are you shotting me or what?
No.
I'll be damned. So
Yeah.
how you doing, buddy? What can we do for you?
This is Keto Stick Chris.
Yeah?
How's it hanging?
It's hanging right up in there.
And the Keto Stick too?
Exactly.
Hey, I listen to your show religiously.
It's getting darker by the minute.
Listen to your show religiously.
Right.
And I love listening to you every day.
And bless you, my child.
And in closing,
Yes?
Tony Stefanacci.
Stefanacci. Okay. Oh, Tony is a Stefanacci. I love that. We have an open line in Dade, 751-9463. Is that like a feminazi? A Stefanacci. How you doing, Tony? Oh, he's not related to Tony at the parking, is he? By the way, I met Tony, the parking guy's wife, the other day at the game, and she's very nice and has a much nicer nose. Here's Opalaka. Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir?
Hey, I had an idea.
Boy, Nick sure looks good in red, don't he? Yes?
Lord knows I don't want this to happen, but if the Panthers go...
It's happening.
Can we get Wayne to sell off Shula's contract as well?
To sell off his contract?
Yeah, and let him go as well.
Maybe we can send Shula to Nashville. How's that sound?
Hey, that sounds even better. Got another question for you.
He'd be good up there. He'd be a good old country boy, huh? He can pick it with the best of them.
Nah, they won't like him. He's too quiet. Question for you.
Yeah.
I heard Elmer Fudd. There's something, I think it was Phil Hendrie. Elmer Fudd with a rabbit or
No, that was
something
not
like
on Phil Hendrie.
What, was that on you?
Yes.
I like
Phil
to hear
Hendrie's
it.
playing Elmer Fudd with the Wabbits. Phil Hendrie don't play that stuff.
Was that you?
That was me.
Wow, it was great. I thought it was Phil Hendrie there. That was great. Can I hear it?
So in other words, if it was great, you thought you'd hear it on Phil's show, but if it was just okay, you thought you would hear it on this show. Is that what you're saying, pal?
Well, no.
I mean, that sounds like a real backhanded compliment to me. It sounds like a fist up my butt is what it sounds like.
No.
Sounds like you're just sticking it in there and twisting it around and tearing my guts out from the inside.
I love you first before I
No,
love
you
Phil
don't.
Hendrie.
You're just
Yes,
saying
I
that because you want to hear that damn Wabbit thing.
Yeah, I really do.
Oh, you'll hear it.
Thanks a lot.
See you, pal.
Ciao.
Okay. Phil says you're a suckhole. We have an open line in Dade, 751-9463. It was really good, so I think I must have heard it on the Phil Hendrie show, right? Phil is great, though, by the way, and let me say it again in case anybody missed it earlier. The fact that Hank Goldberg, although he doesn't believe it, he just says it to try to, cover up. But if he did ever believe that he could compete, I mean, I'm not talking about numbers, bogus, a few diaries here or there. I'm talking about over the long term, or just based on sanity, on rationality, on anybody judging ability and talent and humor and anything that they're doing on the air. If he really believes that he can compete with Phil Hendrie, this man is in la-la land, man. He couldn't lick Phil Hendrie's bald spot, this guy, this fat slob. What a joke. And he's on there talking about, well, I had this number. Yeah, you got a number all right, pal. And I think it's about up. Here's Opalaka. Hello. Are you on it with Opelika or what? What are you doing in there? Are you dealing with my...
They're gone.
Huh? They're gone?
They're gone and somebody else called in. And it's a sweet old lady who wants to send money to Center 1, so I'm going to talk to her.
Oh, well, you talk to her while I talk to Lantana on the purple line. Hello?
Neil.
Yes.
I am so depressed.
About what?
Oh, about the Panthers.
Don't say you're depressed, because that'll only make him feel better, okay?
Well, I don't want to make
Keep your head up high, pal. Act like a man,
I
like
am
me.
I am a man. That's why I want my boys around so I can enjoy it.
Yeah?
I'm telling you. I've been walking around with my... I'm telling
With
you.
your finger up your ass, yeah.
And it's dragging.
Uh-huh.
That's how depressed I am.
I'll be damned.
I don't know. I'm waiting for the last minute, bottom of the ninth, 2 outs.
I'm praying.
I hope that...
I'm rubbing my rosary beads real hard.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you, Neil.
Keep rubbing them.
Bye.
Open line in purple line, AT&T Wireless, pound IOD. One on the date line where a lot of people call and ask George silly questions. Although that is not a silly question if you want to buy the best of Rick, the best of Phil Hendrie, the best of Neil, the Neil Unplugged with that great stunt ass on the cover. And yeah, there was a few cuts on the Unplugged that were also on the 93 Unplugged, but that's 2 years ago, and most people don't have that yet, so don't be nitpicking, okay? Plus, they're worth hearing again anyhow. You can phone in your order, baby, and they're whipping them out in the mail real fast. They're doing a sensational job over there at Center 1, if we say so ourselves. 561-0078 is the number, 561-0078, and you can order them by phone, and of course the T-shirts too. Or you can stop into your Borders, Books, and Music and Cafe and etc. stores in Coral Springs, Aventura, and Kendall. And don't forget, Boca and Fort Lauderdale stores will be opening like almost any minute, almost any second. And the Fort Lauderdale store is going to be like right by the Galleria. We'll have the exact address in the next couple of days, like probably Monday or Tuesday. And we're going to be doing our next appearance, all of us, Rick and Suds, Phil, and yours truly, Saturday, December 2nd, 1 to 3 at the Borders in Fort Lauderdale for their grand opening. So keep your eye peeled for that. In the meantime, in our first full week from last Wednesday through yesterday, $28,111 for Center 1, which is one phenomenal, great. I don't think we ever had a first week like that, did we? Not in the history of the human race did we ever have a start like that. So thank you so much, and keep it up and get your ass on that phone.
From the beginning, and still the home of the Miami Dolphins, 610 WIOD, Miami, Fort Lauderdale. News, talk, and entertainment radio, 610 WIOD.